cute. Oops. Oh, so we haven't been on that air? Good, because it's been like kind of quiet.
It's been like 2 weeks. Okay, we're on now. I forgot to do the intro. Whoopsie.
Hey, by the way, we do a podcast. You should listen.
Should I do the intro? I can click it to the intro.
I don't care.
All right. Yeah, here's the
Bye. Have an intro.
Welcome to the Dungeon House, where a bunch of regular people with regular jobs gather to play Dungeons and Dragons. We aren't professionals, so if you hear food ASMR or a baby in the back, just understand it's normal. This show is recommended for those 13 and up. The music you'll hear is brought to you by William Heaton and various other artists. We're glad that you're here to share in the fun and laughter, as well as the challenges along the way. So come on into our home, take a seat on the couch, and enjoy the Dungeon House.
It was good. I did cry,
Hey, there we go.
but it was good. I mean, they started off with Hans Mill first. So, like...
It was interesting.
It was like
I felt like
it was very whimsical. It was like the most whimsical retelling of
80s like music.
Yeah,
it was
90s television. It wasn't even like show music. It was like TV show music.
Yeah.
Like it was fun. It was interesting.
It was fun, but yeah, I think
Boring.
to me, whimsical was a good way of describing it because it wasn't very like they weren't trying to stay super like accurate, but it's kind of more like trying to give.
yeah, but then they have like weird. They had like moments of like, yeah, this song is all about how I have to bury my own child.
That was that one was so sad.
Ladies and come up
Hey.
I cried.
Yeah,
I cried so much.
the angels taking the child. Boy,
We're gonna change this so that way.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to finish warming up my dinner.
what's going on?
You're,
Brandon,
you're
you're muted.
the mic.
What?
We can't hear you.
Yeah, maybe you're not muted, but we can't hear you still.
I'm.
Oh, we got dice bags.
We're going all the way up, so we don't be able to hear you.
Well,
It's good.
I don't know.
That's your Brandon. You can't see you.
I'm getting. That's awesome. I like
Pretty
it.
awesome. We still can't hear you, but it's pretty awesome. Huh?
Headphones output. Is that right?
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
that's no.
Hello.
Kyle, will you say something?
So I can hear you, Brandon.
He is saying something. We can't hear him.
Cool.
Oh.
It's not me then.
It could be this. How do I fix
You
it?
guys can hear me.
Can you unplug it?
Oh, did I unplug it? Hold on.
Let me see.
The number
Technical
one
difficulty.
rule,
Could be me.
don't unplug the stuff.
Unplug.
Oh, hey, wait, it's fixed. Hello? Say something?
Hello?
Hello? Someone say something?
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
You're okay. Are you actually saying something, or are you just waving your hand?
Can I off a big light?
No.
Really? Would it bother on you?
Why does your head hurt?
Huh?
Does your head hurt?
I don't know what I bought. The rock dice.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'd rather.
The random
not
rock dice for
five.
$5. So
Nice.
mystery bag. Well, disappointed with what I got, but yeah, that's what you Is this my?
That's it for not being able to choose.
Yeah.
They're cool.
It's headphones, right? Chase, not voice.
It's headphones.
Yes.
Hey, well, we should be able to hear them. I'm not sure why we're.
We heard them for just a
We
second.
did.
Brandon's. Yes, they ran to get something. You got me one. Joy, thank you so much for bringing.
Of course.
Pleasure for making tasty things for you guys. Bring him over and we lose our minds.
Like six.
I can
Sixth
hear
grade.
this one. You guys. Oh, hey, David's listening to the stream, guys. Hi, David. He's probably listening at work.
Yeah.
Fix
And the
fix the planes. Good. Don't.
we made that
Don't-
joke last time.
Wait, we did.
Yeah, we said sound off in the chat today.
It's just David.
We're just waiting for Brandon and Kyle. They say that David says he can't hear you guys. Does he?
David says that?
Yeah.
Can't hear us?
No, he can hear us. He can't hear the other guys.
I don't know if they're here currently. They felt abandoned.
Kyle, you're playing Pokemon XD.
Saying that while you're rolling your dice makes me nervous.
Wait, so Kyle, are you actually trying to say something right now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're like,
Yeah, we can hear you. And
Dark
Brandon, I think you
Angel.
can.
Can you hear me? Is everything good?
Yes. Yes. There you go, Laura. No, we heard Kyle. We're good. All right, guys. Let's get into this. David says hi, by the way.
Hi, David.
David's watching the stream. So,
Hey, David. Sign off in the chat.
That's the third time now.
let me know if you guys.
David is not sounding off in the chat right now.
Let me know if you guys get any echoes so we can adjust volume. But if it's good, we'll play. So, who wants to give the recap for last time? Any volunteers? Oh, Faith wants to do it.
Face wants to do it.
Okay.
It's all meaningless.
Don't take away my thunder.
And I'm
Last time on the dungeon house, I awoke to a beautiful man above me, believing that I had reached heaven, even though I found myself completely unworthy of such a reward. I soon began to test such an immaculate world, and soon reality smacked me in the face as I could not enjoy this heaven through flight. I took a moment to accept my sentence of utter nothingness and meaninglessness there. Less.
Lastness.
And observing that there were others with me, I needed to preach this theory that truly nothing matters. In the end, I am right, as we witnessed a young girl. I almost said my other D&D character's name.
It's the same name.
It is? No, it's Alara. Ah, it's the same. Almost. We met this young lady, Alara, trapped and bound to the garden in which we found ourselves. I initially took no pity, as if she wanted to follow some strange man to a garden, that's her own problem. But the people I was with decided to help this young lady, especially the beautiful man, which his name is Lenses, or Lens, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Alara was then taken away, pulled by a so-called witch to a cage. We then concluded that it would be best if we took refuge and observed what would happen next. However, little Miss Brat, Alara, ratted us out and pointed right at our direction. I mentally told myself, goes to show she was not worth our time. Suddenly, there was a poof of a witch, a wretched hag before us, who was incredibly insane. Lenses then freaked out completely uncontrollably and took a shot at her face and successfully hit her. Thus, battle commenced, and I hit once. Not very well, though. But that's an unrelated detail. Don't focus on that. Okay, moving on. We eventually destroyed this hag quite successfully. A little too successful. Too easy. After completing this awesome victory, we met up again with Alara, and she admitted to I said her, but said it wrong, to her poor decision, as she was trying to do what was best for her. And in that moment, I gained respect, as don't blame ya. After this, we took a long minute to sort through items and figure out whose was what. In that moment, I discovered I need nothing, because everything is nothing. And I simply just need my fits. So, I am awesome. But I must be humble, or else maybe I will end up in eternal torment. Continuing on. Enough about me, as image flexing. Anyway. Okay. After this, we commenced to leave the garden, as Alara led us to the bar, which she so failed to not recognize stranger danger. So, we continued on. Very sketchy, though. Very sketchy. We did some other investigating, but here we are.
Perfect.
Yay!
All right. So you guys had all woken up in the garden, and without any memory of who you were, and you. Yes.
I did that without looking at the recap that I don't know if you wrote or not.
Oh yeah.
You didn't write one, but
Oh, yeah.
it's okay. You're good.
Stuff. Okay, well then.
Yeah. So you guys all woke up with like amnesia. You didn't know who you were, where you were, who you are, where you were, and what you could do,
And why we're there.
and why you were there. And so let's pick up. We're gonna go back just for a second here. We'll pick up just kind of in the forest here. You guys have left the garden here. We're actually gonna start with a few rolls tonight. Could I have Newman, Sunflower, and Harry give me an Arcana check?
Ooh.
That's
Can
a nat
I-
20. That's a net
Oh.
20. That's a 30 from Harry. That's a Harry 30. That's what we call it.
Can I
Yep,
scratch a
you
scratch?
can.
I scratch a scratch. I don't need it. Okay, thank you.
What'd you roll, Newman?
As I suspected, I got a 16.
16, not bad. And Sunflower.
4.
4.
Oh yeah.
So, it's interesting. As you guys were in the garden, you didn't really think much of it. A lot of things were happening, right? But you were able to attune to several items very quickly. And as you guys leave the garden and have been walking on this trail, it begins to dawn on you guys, especially Harry and Newman here.
Oh yeah.
It dawns on you that you don't believe it was the garden, but whatever had happened to you guys, it allowed you guys to have some innate magic within you that allowed you to attune to items much quicker than normal. And as you guys have begun moving and getting away, and as time has passed, you're recognizing that it takes a longer time to attune to items, such as normal. And in this case, it normally takes about an hour to attune. Can I ask, has anyone attuned to 3 items? I know Harry attuned to several. I'm trying to think, did you attune to 3 or did you just have 2? Just 2. Okay, perfect. So, each of you are able to attune to an item within the garden fairly quickly, and you guys head off the trail, and you're following Alara, and about 30 minutes into the journey or so, maybe a little longer, but so far in this garden, you guys decided to rest. Having had this experience, your bodies are tired, your mind is tired, it's aching at having to have these new memories form, right? Of all this stuff. It hurts, right? So you guys take a break. And in our game, a short rest is only 10 minutes, but you guys decide to rest for about an hour, right? For each of you guys to attune to some items. Now, the way attunement usually works, and I'll just go over this real quick, is you have to spend time with that item, studying it, trying to figure out its properties. And this can be different for the different types of items. For instance, for a sword, it might be you're practicing with the sword and trying to feel it out and learn how those works. And then just for moving forward, so we have this going forward, normally to unattune from an item, it's like the reverse process, right? It takes about an hour. In this case, we're just going to have it be that you can just decide to unattune from an item to keep it moving quick. And if we've already discovered what an item does and its properties, if you're swapping items with someone, it only takes 10 minutes. So it'll take a short rest, right? So that way things can move a little bit quicker, so you're not having to attune every single time. But for the very first time that we discover an item, it'll be an hour. So we're going to pick up right here at this little rest area. And we'll pick up with two characters, really. Newman and Mage. Both of you guys had, at the end of last episode, had attuned to two items. One was you attuned to a cloak.
Actually, the cloak was furry, right? So I gave it to someone else.
Yeah.
Did you give the cloak to... I think you attuned to it.
I remember Mage saying that.
Because you're like, oh, it's furry. And I was like, that would be like hot. And so
Clashing.
someone else said, can I have the cloak? And I gave it to him. I don't remember who this was.
I don't think that happened.
Does anyone remember
I
receiving
did.
a cloak?
I didn't.
I think you're lying.
I think
I will say this. I do remember you saying that clashes. I don't know if it
I don't think
got
you ever confirmed a swap. Okay. You don't have to keep it. Let's just...
I remember you doing it.
Does Kyle want it? I mean, Sunflower wants it.
Anyway, we'll just pick up right there. You can decide to swap. That's okay.
Well, I'll just attune to it.
But you can attune to this cloak. And Newman, you attuned to not the glove. It was something.
No.
What was it? It was a necklace. So I just want to ask, how would you guys attune to those items? What were you doing to kind of get to know the properties of these items? Were you just wearing them, trying to like feel them out? Like what were you doing here?
I think that Mage put on his cloak and then like was just like ah! Ah! Like roaring around because there's magic items, right? We knew that they were kind of magical, so he's just kind of flapping it around, and then he's like flapping it to and fro,
Okay.
saying like, "Newman, can you see me? Newman, can you see me now?"
I never see you.
So as you're whipping
No.
as you're whipping this cloak around, right? You're whipping it around. You notice that one.
Newman thinks that me is just like a hallucination. Can you see me?
You notice two things. So one, you notice that one side is heavier than the other.
Okay.
And as you're kind of swinging it, you decide to check it out, and you feel inside, and there's a pouch inside the pocket on this cloak. It has like a inside cloak. Something like that, yeah. So you go ahead and you reach in, and inside there are gold pieces.
Oh, how many?
You could, assuming that you guys just inherently know how much gold is in a sack, it's easy, or you guys can count it out, whatever. There's about 1,000 gold.
It's
in
one of
this-
the characters that have money.
And
Where?
as she's also swinging this around, Newman, you notice, because she's kind of doing this to you, you notice that eventually, at a certain point, after about an hour or so, all of a sudden there's another image of her, just like slightly skewed to the side of her. Every time she shifts and sways, it's slightly off, and it's hard to actually follow which one is her.
Even more proof you're in hallucination.
and so you learn that that's a cloak of displacement. And how would you attune to your necklace?
I would stare at it, glare suspiciously, put it around a pant loop, and never look at it again.
A what loop?
A pant loop.
Pant loop.
Like a belt loop.
Belt loop. Okay. So you put it on this pant loop. And I believe to tune it does have to be in contact with you, I think. So
It's hitting
that
my
works.
leg.
Yeah, no, that works. It's a tune. It's there. And after about an hour, you're kind of noticing it. Like it's heavy, but like it's fashionable, right? It's there.
Yeah. I
And
need to put a wallet next to it, and then it'll
when
be
you know, at some points, I imagine you kind of look at it and you try and look into it, and see what it is. And eventually, once you do attune to it, you notice. I think we talked about it. Maybe we did.
Yes, we did. In prison.
So there's it's a black crystal pendant, right?
Yes.
And at some point, you learn that it can hold a creature, right? And you notice that there is something inside it, but you don't know what it is.
Oh, jeez. It's the devil. He's come for me.
So that's essentially where we're picking up, right about there. And you guys have just finished that hour rest, and Alara says, "It's just up ahead, guys. We're almost there. You guys rested, found some food or something, right? Some little grub, whatever. And you guys continue on the path. As you continue through this forest, it doesn't take very much longer. You guys were pretty close, but you guys were tired, and so you rested. But maybe about 15, 20 minutes later, you guys eventually you come out of the forest, and you hit a road. And about a minute down the path, you see what looks like a windmill. Okay? And Alara says, it's... The tavern is just up ahead. It's right over there, and she points to the windmill. And she says, I need to go get back to my family. I need to go find them. They're probably worried sick about me if they aren't already.
Where's your family?
It's just in the town next door.
Next. Oh, well. Why don't we go with you?
I mean, you can. I don't know what you hope to accomplish with that, but
You're still a suspect in our memory loss.
okay.
Not accusing you, but accusing you. So,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go.
how about you return in a day to this location? 2 days. Make it 2.
Okay. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I need a commitment.
Okay.
Will you return to this place in 2 days?
Probably not. It's been a long 2 weeks.
I appreciate your honesty, but can you send a letter?
I can do that, yeah.
Can you write?
I know how to write.
I got to check. Send a letter to the bar we're going to that you told us to go to in 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave a letter with Saphira.
Saphira. Write that down.
Who's Saphira?
She owns the bar.
Blood of my bones is good to know that there's a bar close by.
Why, you were drunk or something?
I don't know. Just sounds like something I would say.
Sorry, Seraphina. I said the
Seraphina?
Seraphina. I had to double check. I knew I was close, but
No, I actually don't know how much I drink, but I think I just like the atmosphere. Like wood paneling is just something I really like.
thanks again. I'll send money for you guys helping me. Thank you again for letting me out. I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have ended up with like some of those other bones I saw.
These bones.
I just mentioned, be careful, more careful next time who you trust and who you go with. You don't want to make a mistake like that again.
Yeah, never again, I promise. Anyway, toodles. She'll turn and She'll start kind of
Who the maid
Walking.
says toodles?
walking the other way.
No, that's
So, what do you guys do?
To the bar? Is that what our plan? What are we doing? To the bar.
now. If we go to the bar, we need to act normal, because there might be people that may know us there. If we go in there, like, I'm just worried that there might be, someone there that wants to kill us, and we walk in there and they're like, "Oh, sick! Here's the people I want to kill," and then next thing we know, we found ourselves, gutted in an alley and bleeding out.
Yeah.
That's extreme.
Well, how in the inferno am I supposed to know what my normal is? I don't even know what my name is.
What about this? We could send in. Maybe we just watch each other's back. If we see people looking at us funny, then we know maybe they recognize us.
I can be very inconspicuous.
Can you go?
Yes.
How?
Talking less.
Sometimes that doesn't help, but I like the idea.
I have a wonderful idea. Due to me not knowing about myself as much of you, maybe I have a dark past as you are alluding to, that we may all have. We should be missionaries and proselytize and tell them to stop drinking away their woes and to face them like men or women, because we are not sexist.
Does anybody recall any gods? Does anyone know any god names?
Do we do any god names?
God,
Make some religion checks.
That's so funny.
Proselyte, we gotta know the name of our god.
For those that want to, you can make a religion check and see if you remember any gods.
I would like to.
sure.
Can we scratch religion? Oh,
Would it be okay if we scratch if we haven't revealed it?
Can have advantage on religion checks.
paladin,
Believe so.
maybe?
I'm hoping I was a paladin.
I got a 17.
Seven.
Okay, that's gonna be a +1 like all my other ones. Yep, that's a 12 for me.
I got a 6.
+6. What?
That's extreme. That's gross.
Harry, Sunflower, you guys rolling for religion checks?
Nah, Sunflower doesn't understand what deity means.
I personally will be a drinking. I'm already polishing up a little bit.
You guys notice that even with those high rolls, nothing. You don't have any recognition.
We are
of any
abandoned.
gods of- yeah.
That's
Uh,
in real life. We're never
abandon
abandoned.
the proselyting idea. Let's just try to act normal.
If we do go with the proselyting idea, we could just make up a name. I mean, that seems like something people would do
I feel like we'd be struck down to hell immediately.
immediately. I feel like people do that like all the time. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember if they do or not.
All right, enough. To the bar.
So you guys start walking towards this bar tavern, and as you get closer, you notice that this is a windmill, right? The blade, like there's a slight breeze in the air. The blades are slowly turning. It's very quaint and rustic on the outside, right? The roof is kind of tiled with blue tiles, kind of like coming to a point, right? There's a little balcony kind of up above. But otherwise it follows the side of the road, and it's a quaint little windmill. You notice that there's some stables on the side, right, for keeping some horses. There's not a ton of horses, but there's probably one or two at this point. And as you get towards kind of the front, you notice a name of this place, and it says 3 Spittin Heifers.
What a quaint name.
Um,
I thought, that's the town. I'm done. Okay.
And then you also notice that there is a little kind of poster board out on the side of this. So yeah, you guys head inside.
What is the poster say?
Yeah, so on the poster board, there are various posters and notes hung on the board. Some are odd jobs, others are announcements. And as you guys are looking at, I will tell you through them. Storytelling contest. Think you can spin a tale? Join us for a storytelling contest next Saturday evening. Prizes for the best story. Also, Saturday, those are fantasy names. I was too lazy to come up with anything. It's Saturday. Harvest Festival. Join us for our annual Harvest Festival in the Village Square. Games, foods, and festivals for all ages. Don't miss the Grand Festival at the Windmill Inn. Village Council meeting. Next Village Council meeting will be held on Monday evening. All villagers are welcome to attend and voice their concerns. Inn help needed. And the Windmill Inn, so it says Windmill Inn, but this is also could be known as the Three Spittin Heifers, right? Same thing. Is looking for part-time help. Duties include serving drinks, cleaning, and general upkeep. Inquire with Seraphina, excuse me. Whispers in Clay. So this one is kind of a smaller note, kind of tucked away, but I imagine you guys are taking the time to look through all of these. Whispers in Clay. Delve into the world of earthen artistry at Whispers in Clay. Featured pottery. Handcrafted vases, elegant dinnerware sets, exquisite sculptures, custom creations. Seeking something unique? Commission our skilled artisans to craft a masterpiece tailored to your vision. Visit Durgan at the corner of Oakhart Lane and Maplewood Avenue. Open daily from sunrise to sundown. Let Whispers of Clay inspire your soul. And there's 3 others. You see local farming need extra hands. You see a theater performance of The Fall of the Dragon King. And then you also see a note that says the 10th District. The 10th District is seeking new apprentices and skilled mages. Opportunity for training, research, and prestigious missions. Interested parties should visit the Gilded Hall in the Heated City. I need Sunflower to make an investigation check, actually.
Ooh, investigation.
Newman, you can too, as I imagine you guys are all kind of looking here.
Let's see what my investigation is.
Got you off.
Gosh dang it.
Wow. I got a 13.
Okay.
Sunflower. What's 7 plus 18?
18. This is really easy for you to pick up, Sunflower. None of the other party members seem to really notice this. Newman, maybe if you spent more time, you would be able to pick this up.
I'll try hard.
But Sunflower, it sticks out like a sore thumb to you. You notice that as you're reading some of these notes, Whispers in Clay sticks out to you. Not because of what is written on it in its elegant writing or whatever, but actually what is perhaps not written on it. And you start to decipher a hidden message within this this note. It says, seeking a mercenary, no questions asked, payment, 25 gold coins, and an arcane item. Order a silent serenade from Seraphina inside. Instructions will follow. That's what you learn.
Interesting.
Can you say that one more time?
Sure. Seeking a mercenary, no questions asked. Payment, 25 gold coins, and an arcane item. Order a silent serenade from Seraphina inside. Instructions will follow.
Silent Serenade from Safina. Right?
Seraphina, sorry, but Safina works.
Fina. Mercenary, 25 gold. Alright.
Okay.
Hey guys,
What?
do we have any money?
Did Mage share with class?
I have money.
Do we want to buy some stuff?
What kind of stuff do you need?
A mercantile?
What?
Mercantile? Like goods?
Like it's sort of weird. It's like a mercantile. It's like we have to. I think we have to like talk to Sophia, and we can get a mercantile.
We can get nicotine?
No, it's a mercantini or mercantine.
Can you spell it out for us?
Point to me when you wanted to point to it. I wanted to point to it. Are you?
Mercany, right there, mercantini.
Mercenary. Ah! Oh! Wait.
Yeah. Look at this, everybody. As Sunflower begins to point to the note.
None of you can read it. She's like,
Could Newman read it?
Newman can actually.
I can.
Yeah, Newman can. Sorry.
I rolled like.
Well, as she's pointing this out to you, so now that she's drawing attention to it, you are deciphering this as well.
Okay, got it. Yes. Sunflower should probably speak a little quieter.
Why?
Yeah, what for?
The word mercenary usually also correlates with murder.
Yeah, seem to have had a problem with that in the past.
You don't know my past.
I mean,
Alright.
it probably isn't the worst thing I've done. I wouldn't know, but
I mean, she's gonna put who was it? Was it you? Like you practically covered in blood. Like I don't know what's your issue.
we probably should clean up before we go inside.
Where are we gonna clean up before we go inside?
There's a horse trough. Swords, I think that would work.
Ew. That's gross.
The closest.
You guys don't have to.
At this point, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go get this blood off me. You guys can, keep your blood.
Do I have a lot of blood?
You all have a fairly substantial amount. I
Like
would say
uncommonly amount. Like it would be like, wow, that person has a
it
lot
is
of blood.
dry. Just so you know, like it's not like you're bleeding out, but you might be able to pass it off as some stains. I don't know.
I smell it. It's dried blood.
That's gross.
Is there enough room in the horse trough to get inside? For Mage to get inside?
Some of the others probably. Mage is a fairly large person.
I think Mage is going to try to climb inside, and then perhaps with all this fur might kind of just absorb a lot of the water.
Mage, we need to wash up too. You just took all the water.
She's going to like force
Yeah, Mage gets wet and is actually really small.
Yeah,
He's just really poofy and looks muscly and stuff. But then he's like shivering.
You guys all notice that as you guys are by this trough, T has gone and found like a spigot,
A water pump.
how they would fill the trough.
I'm just kind of washing off what I can on the surface. Like I'm not going like full in, but like whatever splotches of blood I've got, I'm cleaning up.
I mean, they keep the troughs pretty clean, but that's a very good point.
While you guys are doing this, where are you holding all your items that you guys have collected? Who has them? What are you doing with them?
Pockets.
I'm just curious. Like, are you guys just like?
Could we have fashioned something out of the old bags that were kind of ripped open to make something a little bit like just take like the straps, kind of maybe make some balance some cords and stuff like that from that, and kind of just make a pile that we kind of have over our shoulder.
I don't think that's too far of a stretch. I would say it might be difficult with the armor
Sure.
to get the armor to fit in something like that, but all the other kind of smaller items, I think that's fair enough that you could have fashioned something for all those smaller items.
I mean, I'm assuming that we're giving the big stuff to the big guy, right?
Well, he's already got armor on.
Right, but that doesn't mean he can't give
Yeah, he'll just
True.
just hold it on his back.
Cool. I was just curious at what you guys were doing for that. So, I imagine you take some time to do this, and there's not a lot of people around. I mean, it's fairly early in the morning. It's like 10, maybe pushing 11.
Mhm.
Like, it's early.
Early morning.
That's early-ish.
That's pretty early, guy. Like 10 o'clock. That's like lunchtime.
For like a tavern, that's early.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Yeah, tavern.
Right? That's like early.
Never too early for a dwarf.
I imagine you guys clean up a little bit, right? You probably find somehow to dry off. You're using things to dry yourselves a little bit more before you go inside. And eventually you do take that step inside. And stepping through the heavy oak doors of the inn here, you guys are immediately enveloped in a warm and welcoming atmosphere. There's music being played. You notice that there's a little thing. There's kind of this center area where it looks like almost where you control the windmill if you needed to, right? And surrounding that is kind of this bar area around the center. There's tables and chairs along the center as well as throughout this area. You kind of see steps leading up. You hear music playing. There's about, I don't know, anywhere between 12 to 15 people kind of in here as you guys kind of step through. You notice, let me see here. So at the centerpiece, there is a mechanism for the original windmill. It's now kind of a decorative focal point of the mechanism. There's gears and cogs, polished and illuminated. You see wooden chairs and tables. You see kind of dining nooks tucked in corners and whatnot. You see there's decor of like historical artifacts from the windmill's past. You see like pictures and things like that, arcane pictures, I should say. Books, trinkets, potted plants. Like it's very warm and nice. As you guys kind of walk in, you notice there's stairways leading up to a second floor. You see a barmaid kind of cleaning part of the. Hi, buddy. Hey, dude. Cleaning like a table. You see what looks like a shorter individual kind of behind the bar. Overall, it's really nice. As you guys are coming through, just some of the characters that you're noticing here as well. You notice as you guys kind of shuffle in through here, it looks like one guy finishes his drink and kind of walks out. You see what looks like a bard playing some lovely tunes in this tavern. You see a dwarf, a halfling, what looks like a gnome maybe. You see some of these are probably local villagers, farmers from whatever town is nearby. You see some look like travelers. Anyway, that's kind of what you see. As you step in, you hear someone, this lady who is cleaning the desks, kind of say, "Welcome in! Come, take a seat."
I sit down.
Yeah. I would assume we find kind of a booth. Is there like a corner booth that can fit all of us?
Sure, there'd be a corner booth or table, or you can go to the bar. You have options here. Whatever you guys are feeling.
Would it be weird if I sat by the other dwarf?
And that is up to you to decide. Right now, the other dwarf is... Oh, Hold on. My child just fell.
Oh,
But
that's like bad.
did he fall straight back?
I think he fell down the stairs and rolled. He's okay.
Took a little tumble.
He took a little tumble. I think it more just scared him than anything.
As Hayes is falling 15 flights of stairs.
No, it was only 2.
2 flights.
Two flights of stairs?
2 stairs.
I fell on 2 stairs recently, and I was like tumbled out of it for a bit.
Here, what was the dwarf doing? You see, he's already like he's very loud at this point. He's kind of bellowing. You can see that there's like a few drinks already in front of him. Like he's enjoying this. Regardless of how early it is.
Just an average morning, really.
Just an average morning. You also see another dwarf at the bar as well, who looks like is the one kind of tending to drinks as well. He's like the mixol. What are they called? The
Mixologist.
mixologist? Is that what they're called? The
bartender.
bartender. Yeah. Thank you.
Mixologists are for soda.
So you have 2 different dwarves here that you could potentially go by. The one that's out with the people, he's just kind of by himself enjoying his drinks and being loud. But yeah, you can totally go sit by him. You can do whatever you want.
I think I will go sit by him.
Okay.
I'll go up there and say, "Well met, brother."
Oh, well met. He like claps your hand like, come, have a drink with me.
Gladly, brother. And I'll go for it.
Go for it.
Who cares?
Okay. What is the rest of you guys doing here?
I'm gonna get some food.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're all pretty hungry. Who knows the last time we ate? So
Sunflower's gonna like wave down a waitress and be like, "Can I get what he's drinking?"
Ah,
I'm unsure of Sunflower's age. And I'm gonna maybe Mage is gonna probably be like, no, wait.
But it's okay.
This no, you wave down someone, right? You are a woman, right? You wave down this bar maiden. She kind of comes around the table and she starts walking toward your group. She gets to your drink, she gets to your table. What will it be for you? She's very cheery and very happy. Like this is her establishment, from what you can tell. She seems nice. But yeah, she asked you guys what'll it be? What are you guys drinking? What can I get for you guys?
what do you have as far as food goes?
Food. Well, we got about this time. We got eggs. We can make you guys some biscuits that we have cooking in the back. I don't know, it's been a slow morning, but we could probably whip something up for you guys.
do you have any meat?
Meat. Yeah, we got some meat. You care for any sausages?
Do you have a chicken leg?
Chicken leg. We usually kind of save that for dinner when we get the crowd in.
Okay, let's get a couple, biscuits, and we'll get some sausages, and we'll see. We'll go from there.
Great. I'll come. I'll get.
Perhaps some ales for.
I was going to say that. Could we get some ales?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll get Thorin to bring you guys some ales here.
One non-alcoholic, please.
Non-alcoholic. Gotcha. Coming right up.
What are you, Sobus?
No, but that one
He
is.
turns to leave. And it's at this point that you actually hear a very gruff voice coming from kind of the direction that she's going behind the bar. And she's like, Seraphina, don't give them anything! And she's like, what? Why? She's like, she looked at this dwarven man starts huffing his way towards the table. And he looks and points at Newman
Oh no!
and is like, "That's Whiskey Jack!
Whiskey Jack. Oh no!
Whiskey.
Whiskey, you owe us 1,000 gold from the last tab that you had here."
Huh.
Embarrassing.
Whiskey Jack? What kind of name is that?
We rhymed.
Didn't I?
You think you're gonna come in here and start buying drinks when you still owe us that much? You can either pay up or get out.
Mentally, Newman is like, should I heed Lens's or should I sock him? I'll try just in that time as I've been stuttering. Actually, that's actually what's happening. No, I've turned a new leaf. I'm here to pay my tab.
He's gonna
Great.
lean over and be like,
Where's the money?
"Do I actually have any money?"
I can find some.
Mage is gonna be like, "Oh, this is for the tab." He's gonna be, oh, and like hand it over.
Oh
to you.
yeah. Hey, here.
He'll come up and grab it. Say,
It's his tab.
Can we see the
No,
ledgers
take
to
that.
prove that
Yeah.
this man owes that much money?
Where's my receipt?
Seraphina, go get the tab. He's like, he has the bag in it. He's like, "You know what? I haven't heard you talk this much. I almost didn't recognize you. You've grown out your beard a little bit."
Yeah. I found myself. I've been born again.
He's gonna like kind of snatch back the bag. Can you do that?
You're gonna take it from his hand, this dwarven's hand.
Start, like,
Yeah, make a dexterity check.
While this is happening, can I excuse myself to go to the restroom, but roll a stealth check?
What are you trying to
Now,
do?
what do you
I want to go search the building just to see if there's, kind of nefarious acts. I want to go do a scope of the building. I just feel like my character kind of in this situation be kind of, I don't know, feeling a little twitchy in the sense of like, oh, I don't know, is there, armed people up ahead? Are they going push down? Is this guy just, a front for something?
Sure.
That's kind of why I'm doing this.
Um,
I want to try to sneak my way up the stairs.
Sure, you can go ahead and roll. Hey, buddy, what are you doing here? What's going on? You want to say hi to the camera?
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15 on a dexterity check. Okay. I'm trying to think. I feel like for him it's strength, but hey, whoa, he is having a rough go.
Oh, my.
What'd you roll?
Me?
I rolled a 15.
Yeah.
So you go to grab this bag and you get a hold of it, but he is not letting go. Like he's like, "This is our gold. Like you come in here and this belongs to us."
Mage is gonna still hold on to it so they're awkwardly kind of holding.
Okay.
Mage blushes.
What'd you get?
I unscratched myself just
Please.
these. Do you want me to give you the number or
Yeah, give
the
me the
natural number?
number, like
Okay,
a full
28.
28. Easy enough to do. You're able. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm going to go up the stairs.
Up the stairs. Okay. So as this is what?
Sorry, I was just gonna be like, yeah, since I'm a new man, where's my charges? Where's Seraphina?
Seraphina, you got the tabs? She's like, "Coming." It takes a few minutes. He's not letting go of this bag. She comes over and she has a documented list of all the things, and you can see.
Ooh, what's my past? What do I drink? Surely.
You can see. She points to this ledger here, and sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing with that. She She says, "See, right here. How could you forget?" And clear enough, right there. About 2 weeks ago, you came in and you ordered drinks for everyone in the tavern.
My mind is like, well, I must be a charitable man.
So you're the drunk, not him. You are.
I don't know.
Well, there you have it. I don't know how you must have had a wild night that night, but this here is ours.
No, what if there's another way I can pay, like through service? Can I
Service?
wash the dishes? The bartender. Preach religion.
Why don't you just get another tab?
Wouldn't that just put me further in debt?
No, because you paid off this tab.
Why would I get another one?
Oh, wait. But it's not his money. He's trying to pay off his debt without money.
Yeah.
Not his.
Well, I don't know how to help you. You can either take the gold and get out, or we'll take the gold and stay.
We didn't.
Doesn't matter.
The tab he did. Why don't you just kick him out?
All right, get out.
Yeah, get out.
Well, how much gold do I have? I don't even know. 0? Ugh.
You check your pockets and you're coming up empty.
I'm so tempted to throw something at him and go for the kitchen. Because I'm hungry.
Well, what's it gonna be?
What? Remind me your name.
Thorin.
Thorin. Thorin. Thorn, besides my debt, what else have I done to cause such ill feelings?
Nothing. You just haven't paid your debt. We try not to let debts go more than 2 weeks.
Which is very good.
Something that would probably be good to point out is 1,000 gold is a ludicrous amount of money. Just so you guys know,
Ludicrous.
Yeah.
like 1,000 gold is like a gold is like how much it costs to live a day for an average person. 1 gold piece for like that day's cost. So, like, if you were to work off the money, there's like it'd probably take you like 1,000 days, if not. Just want to point that out.
All right. Oh, fine. I'll be outside. There's no one here.
He hands the gold back.
That wouldn't happen. I would just walk out and scuff my feet and then go do breathing exercises outside. But I don't know how to do them, so I'm not doing very good.
He hands the gold back and he's like, "Well, never thought I would have seen the day that Whiskey Jack didn't want to drink, but here's your gold back."
So, is Whiskey Jack a local here?
Don't know.
Just showed up 2 weeks ago, racked up a tab, and left?
No, he's a regular, but he's not from the town over.
Can I take
Then how's it?
Could you have what?
I'm so sorry. Can I take my receipt? Of charges.
It's not really a receipt.
It's in like
it's a ledger. It's a book that they keep for
I'll
bookkeeping.
fine. Darn.
I don't know. Whiskey Jack, he's been coming here for... Seraphina, how long has Whiskey been coming? About a year now. Why? You guys close with him?
What? We're acquaintances? Yeah. We don't really know him, apart from his name now.
Well, I mean, we don't even know his name.
Oh, was that just a nickname?
Yeah, he's always really been quiet.
Oh.
He always comes in here and, never really said much. And I don't know, he came often enough that we just started calling him by the drink he ordered.
Wait, Whiskey Joe is very quiet, but he orders drinks for everyone in the bar. And you're religious.
I think that you worship a god of wine or booze. As booze.
Anyway, sorry to have that outburst there, but I'll go get your guys' drinks. Ale, was it?
Yeah.
Great. So he starts going off, and Lenses, you make it up the stairs, and you get up there, and it's a hallway just full of doors, and they have they have numbers on them, and you can assume that they are rooms that will rent.
I figured. I don't want to take up too much time. I just want to do kind of like a general investigation check, just kind of peeking in like around just to make sure we're not in danger. I just feel kind of like a little bit of anxiety.
You don't even need to do a perception check or investigation check, really. You go around and it is kind of like a half circle. You know what I mean? Like you get up. Actually, it'd be a full circle, right? And there's just rooms lined around.
Anyone up here? Or is that the rooms seem empty? Right?
All the rooms pretty much seem empty. There might be one or two patrons that have their doors still closed. You listen in, and you might be able to pick up some, but nothing of nefarious nature as far as you can tell.
Okay.
You come back down the stairs, and it's at this point that you actually notice a sign. Across the sign, it says bar rules, right? And it has 3 different rules here. It says, there's one that says must be this tall to drink, and it has different sizes for the fantasy races.
Oh.
There's one that says no roughhousing, and there's one that says no divination, seeing magic allowed. And those are the rules of this establishment, this quaint establishment. I imagine you return to your group.
Yeah, I'd sit down. What happened to Newman?
So actually he's a drunk and didn't pay his tab. So he's outside. I was planning on bringing him some food later, but since we haven't gotten food yet, I can't really take it out to him.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give this establishment all our gold because we don't know how far we're gonna have to travel to figure out where we're from.
Did they have a picture of Whiskey Jack in the ledger? I'm just wondering, how can we prove as well that's actually he seems pretty reliable, but
I don't know if there'd be a picture.
Just
names, times, dates, typical stuff that you'd see in receipts.
Sure. Just don't want. I'm nervous that we might get abused and misused if we're lacking information.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. So Whiskey Jack over there started causing some problems, but that's okay. Seems like a stand-up guy. Regardless.
Thorn comes back with the drinks, gives them to you guys. Well, there you go.
Thanks.
Your food's coming out shortly.
Wonderful. So, what's our plan from here? We've reached the tavern. Are we gonna go looking for whoever? I don't know. What's the plan? Does anybody have a plan?
You notice that Harry isn't with you guys. He's been chumming it up with this other dwarf. So where are you coming from? I noticed that you're not from around here. I don't know why
just over the last hill. I'll make some dwarf phrase, just from the next town over, but just under ye old hill, and I'll raise a glass, and I assume I'm drinking his drinks that he's ordered,
sure,
for himself,
sure,
and I will I'll say, what are you doing this early, drinking it up? Celebrating something?
No, I just like drinking. I'm from the local village over. I run the blacksmith there. So I kind of get to choose my own hours. You know how it is.
Right, of course. And then I'll say some sort of phrase like cheers, but it's like jewels or something.
Jewels! He's like, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
And I'll say something like, because we woke up in what seemed to be like a big battle. So I want to say something about like, have you heard about the war? Or something like that. Like, I hear there's battles around here. As a blacksmith, you know anything about that?
Oh, yeah. I'm fighting battles every day. My inner demons, man. But
Jewels.
Nah, I haven't gotten much war around these parts anytime soon. Mostly just fixing horses' hooves and fixing tools.
What do you know of the garden out yonder? And I'll gesture to wherever we came from.
The garden?
Yeah, big tree, grumpy lady. You know the works.
Oh, he kind of scratches his beard. Yeah, I've heard about the garden. Says that there's some crazy lady or something that lives out there. I thought she died.
I could say the same about my mother-in-law. Ha ha ha. Jewels.
Yeah, there's if I'm not mistaken, several years back, it said that some lady had gone searching for some sort of cure for some disease she had, and she owned that estate that out that way and had a garden, and I got told that she that disease ended up killing her.
Downright shame.
Never met her, but you know, life's too short to not enjoy the company of others, I say.
Especially a woman at that. Ah.
At that, Seraphina, thank you. I keep forgetting her name. She comes and brings you guys your plates of eggs and sausages and hash browns, you know, the works. And she says, that'll be 10 silver pieces.
She's gonna take the bag from Mage and pull out. I guess is there only gold in there? She's gonna rummage around.
Yeah,
That'll be one gold
piece. That'll be one gold.
Okay. She's gonna flicker the gold piece.
She does that. How do you guys? I heard Thorin Millen, but how do you guys know whiskey?
What? We kind of don't, but we kind of do. We're acquaintances. Unusual circumstances. Let's just leave it at that.
What's the matter, buddy?
Why? What do you know about him?
I don't know what Thorin told you, but I mean, comes in here about once a week, sits down, orders a whiskey. That's about it.
Have you ever seen him talk to anyone else when he comes in? Or does he always just stay by himself?
After a few drinks, he talks a little bit, but I mean, for the most part, I've seen him just by himself. Sometimes I've made a little chit chat here and there with him, but don't really know. I think he's from the big city. Don't know much.
Where would the big city be? We're a little bit disoriented.
You mean your guys aren't?
We're not from around here. We're traveling through. We're just trying to get kind of a lay of the land.
You haven't heard of Aurelion? The Heated City?
The Heated City?
No?
Why do they call it the Heated City?
It's heated by a dragon.
Interesting.
I feel like most people know this. Whether you're in town or not. I don't know why all my NPCs have the exact same accent and voice, but this is a woman.
All right.
Early on, you said?
Aurelion. Aroleon. Well, if you're heading that way, it's a beautiful city. I've been there a few times, getting some supplies and whatnot. Sometimes I have it delivered. Sometimes I like heading out that way. It's quite peaceful.
Would we have just a quick question?
Yeah.
Was the information that Sunflower found out, was it fairly commonly known, or was it just kind of like Newman and Sunflower kind of?
I don't know if they shared it.
Okay.
Everything with you. I think they just shared mercenary. That was it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Then I will not say anything.
It's at this point. You guys are talking about the city here. She hands. Sorry, my son is having a hard time right now. He is just crying. What? Is Natalia still planning on babysitting? It's at this point that she's kind of wiping her hands on her apron, and like telling you about the city that she notices. Mage, you're sitting. Sorry, Tori's gone for just a second. Hey, Tori. Seraphina notices something on you. She notices a little thing on your cheek and wipes it. No, no, she.
Hey there, good looking.
Hey there, good looking.
Mage, you can't blush.
She's wiping her hand and she's looking at you, and all of a sudden her eyes focus on your chest here.
Whoa.
Right? And she pauses for a second, and her eyes kind of go wide. And she looks at you and says, "That I've seen that."
The little emblem?
The emblem that's like on your chest. That it's well faded, so she didn't notice it right away. But now that she's been sitting here talking to you guys, seeing, you're from the Order.
The order?
The Order of the Blazing Peridots?
Blazing parrots?
Blazing Peridots.
Peridots?
I like the ones.
You're a paladin, right?
So hoping I was a paladin.
Paradox?
No, Peridot. Peradot.
Like the gem,
Correct.
Harry says.
Actually, does Harry come back? Does Harry come back to the table at this point, or you're just at a table? You're just like
The gem?
the gem.
I hear like gems. It's a racial trait I have. Yeah, I can come back to the table. I think that guy is annoying me a little bit.
Sure. Um,
A
And-
paladin.
yeah, as this is happening, I'm gonna jump real quick and say one thing. You hear a voice in your head again.
Oh no, voices will never look good.
And it says, brother, can you hear me?
Brother. No.
I need to go use the restroom again.
You stand up and you start walking away.
I
I
can't
know
hold.
we were carrying that much water with us.
It goes right through me.
Where was she?
Blazing.
The order, they haven't been around for over 100 years. Sorry, this lady is a half elf, by the way. I forgot to mention that. She's not. Hi, buddy. He hit his head again. My son is just crying today.
He has 14.
What do you want? Like 100 years old?
Anyway, yeah.
They haven't been seen for 100 years?
Well,
Or the order is 100 years old?
no one's seen any of them for 100 years. They were said to be destroyed.
Destroyed?
The Fire Nation.
No one
Yeah, I
knows.
was gonna say.
The Fire Nation. No one knows. No one knows. I forget this is a lady.
Well, that's not
Do
consoling.
you know anything about where is the order from?
Well, actually, they originated in Beggars Tree. The town near. You should know this. Is that not your armor?
Beggars Tree?
As you can see, he's a little bit old. He's getting, a little bit on in years and losing his mind just a bit.
Almost. I don't know.
Not old.
That
Like 30s.
You can tell, really, because,
He's just like,
I'm old.
I'm very fit, very young, very youthful.
I dye my
Um,
mane.
You guys don't seem to know much. Are you guys all right?
I'm very tired.
Gets to
the
us all.
old bones, Sorry.
Well, if you don't know much about the order, I mean, it might be worth checking out. Just the town, about half a day's travel from here.
Let's go.
He's
He's like picking up his stuff.
You could ask for my grandma. She actually is the one that told me all the stories. Same with my mom before she passed.
Where's your grandmother?
In the town, she runs the local church there.
What is her name?
Winra.
Winra.
She was there when the order was.
She's old.
Yeah.
Wow. We should go there. Maybe I can find out more about who I am and why we would be together.
It's at this point that another large figure comes into the bar, almost as tall as you, Mage.
Am I very tall?
You're very tall.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. 7 feet or
I
something?
think I said 7.5.
Like
Yeah,
8
something
feet.
more
You're
like
tall.
Am I like 9 feet?
This figure comes in, and she's like, "Oh, just a second. Let me go help him.
I'm sorry.
I'll be right back. We can talk more about this." She steps away for a second, and as she steps away, lenses. You step aside and you hear, "Go sit at the bar."
I kind of look around to see if I see someone whispering to me.
I don't see anyone whispering at you. No.
Who's there?
It's Talkis?
Talkis?
Talkis.
Marcus, are you in my mind?
No. Well, yes.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. But also still concerning. I'll go sit at the bar.
You sit down at the bar. Sorry if I scared you earlier. I didn't know if I'd actually be able to talk with you.
Are you far away?
Well, yes and no. I believe I'm part of Bringer.
Look, Marcus, I don't know how much you've been able to hear of our conversations, but I don't remember who I am.
I gathered that much. It's fuzzy for me too.
Do you remember my name?
No, I'm sorry. It's coming in waves to me. I don't really remember everything that happened.
So you're part of Bringer, Marcus.
I am now.
And you don't remember how anything got here?
He pauses for a second. We were after something. And there was some sort of explosion. And now I'm in here. I don't remember a lot, but I was able to remember that I'm your brother.
Do you remember Bringer? My firearm?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember
I forgot that was the name.
blood of my bones? What happened to us?
I wish I knew. It's as time goes by, I've been getting a little bit more. It seems like maybe more than you guys.
I honestly haven't done anything other than just the things that I've learned that I can do. Swords. Marcus, you might be a huge key on helping us know what we were doing. And it sounds like you haven't been part of this rifle for a long time. We need to. If you're my brother, I need to help you give your body.
Would love. And at this point, you hear Serafina at the bar. She's like,
I've been kind of like whispering this like into my armpit.
You hear her like, get out! And you watch as this cloaked figure that had come in all of a sudden shrinks. And you see three little goblin or goblins or kobolds? I think I said goblins. They're kind of snickering and they run out. Right? They run out of the bar. And Serafina starts to go back to the table. Taka says, hey, I don't know, but I think that guy over there is talking about us.
Which one is he pointing to?
Well, he's not pointing at
he's like,
anything, but
he probably gives like
you feel your mind kind of, pulled in a direction. And you notice that there is a guy kind of in a little alcove by himself, kind of turned towards the party. The party, not you, but to the party. And you notice that he's like kind of touching his ear. And he starts talking.
Can I hear from where I'm sitting, or do I need to approach?
You can't hear, but you can read lips.
Oh.
As you're standing there, you're noticing that you're too far to hear, but like you can read what he's saying. You're picking up like that he's kind of along the lines of what he's saying. And you hear him whispering. Well, you don't hear him, but you can see him whispering. Sorry. Hard day with a baby today. You can actually go ahead and start unveiling, I believe it's number 15 on your sheet, lenses. But you see him talking, and he says, Master Marielle is just sitting there with them.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. You heard so bad.
Yeah. I don't know. She's not acting like herself. You hear him say, "There's a pause, right?" As clearly you can tell that he's talking to someone, right? But they're not there. Like he's kind of whispering, kind of like here, but you have a visual, right? You're gonna bring him? He'll kill her. He's with sorry, I got pulled the name. Othendil will kill her. Understood. At this point, are you trying to hide that you're looking at this guy?
Sure, I can do my best to be stealthy.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
That is a 28.
28. Yeah, he doesn't pick up that you're watching him. As he continues kind of looking at the table and kind of glancing back and looking out there, and is essentially giving kind of updates and pauses for a little bit.
Does he seem like he's going to stay there and tell whoever's coming for, I'm assuming, Sunflower?
It's hard to tell.
Or for one of our characters. Can I follow his eyes to see which one he's looking at?
There's only 2 females.
There's only 2 females over there.
There are only 2 females. I would argue that from... go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can I use Arcana? Can I use my passive wisdom? That's a 15.
15.
Oh, wait. Actually, I might be able to add a little bit more to that because of my... Oh, that's insight. Never mind.
15. It's hard to track eyes from the distance where you're at because they're kind of in a group. You can't tell who he's focusing on if it's one or the other. You do get the sense though that it's either tea or Sunflower, right?
Sure.
He's trying to do it nonchalant, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of glancing up and then talking, glancing down. But that's kind of what you get for right now.
I will stand up, take the, I assume like maybe they brought me a drink over here. I'll take it. I'll kind of look around. I'll pour it on my shirt.
Yeah.
Kind of rub it in a little bit. And then I'll kind of pretend to walk a little bit more drunkenly over towards the guy.
Okay, you can choose. Do you want... I feel like this is a performance check.
I can do performance.
I was gonna say deception, but I think it leans more to performance.
Yeah.
Oh, not as good. Dang it, that sucks. That's a 9.
9.
Do I get advantage for pouring the alcohol on myself?
I would say probably not. I mean, you
Okay.
guys came in here not too long ago.
Sure.
It hasn't been a long time since you've been in here. So you come up. What are you doing here?
Well, I don't know that I failed my performance check, so
Sure.
I would go, excuse me, sir. Storms you, can I borrow this thing right here?
Who kind of turns and no, get out of here. It's taken.
I'll still slump down into it. I've seen you before, haven't you? You come here often?
You ain't seen nothing. Now get out of here.
Look. What do you want with my friend?
When you mention that, you feel something sharp.
A knife?
Under the table, right? As you peek down, there's not a knife, and it's not sharp on like your leg or your chest or stomach, wherever this is. Actually, in your head.
In my head.
Yeah, and you don't like. You can tell he's holding something, but it's almost invisible. There's like very vaguely something there, but it's hurting you like in your head, right?
Do I need to do some sort of saving throw?
Not at the moment. It's more of like a sharp feeling, right? If there was a knife to you, it'd be like kind of that feeling, right? It says, I don't know what you're talking about, but get out of here.
Can I do an insight check to kind of tell if he seems nervous? Is he, like can I get a reading on his disposition as like I see, and I've kind of called out he's been, eyeing
Go
our
for it.
party. I need to add 4. It's not going to be good, by the way, but and 11.
11. Ooh, actually, let me check that. I wasn't gonna say, but maybe. Okay. You've come up here and you've called him out, right?
Yeah.
And he's like trying to maintain some sort of like sense of calm, but you've kind of thrown him, right? And he seems a little nervous, yeah.
I would say to him, I would highly suggest stop playing around with my mind, for one. And 2, it'd be of your best interest to follow us outside. And I would cock Bringer and kind of have it underneath the table towards him.
This person, I guess I should describe what he looks like.
Yeah.
I've been doing a bad job at describing people. He's actually a grunk.
Oh, yeah. It's a little frog man.
Yeah, a little frog man, right?
Breathing those big old lips.
Yeah. He's this little frog man with these 2 eyes, like. You say that, and he's gonna he'll say, I was done with my drink anyway. And then he'll kind of stand up, and he'll start going outside. Are you following him? I mean, the rest of the party is still at this table, at which Seraphina has just come back to you guys to finish talking about the Order of the Peridot, the armor. Blazing Peridot, yeah.
That last part.
Seraphina has just returned. She after the goblins like dropped out of their trench coat and ran, she's come back to your guys' table.
But what about the Peridots?
She's about to talk more to you guys. But I'm just curious of what Lenses is doing here.
I will, as he kind of stands up to say, like he's done with his drink, I will go up to him, I'll put my arm around him and say, I knew I liked you. Don't make any sudden moves as I follow him out. I know that Newman's outside, so I have some backup out there.
Okay. You guys head outside. And buddy, you're making this so hard. Seraphina comes back and she's kind of telling to herself, man, those dang kids. Sorry about that. Where were we?
The blazing Peridots?
Oh, yeah. I don't know much, other than the stories that my mom told me. But, if you really want to find out, I mean, that's where their stronghold is that Beggars Tree. Or where it used to be.
Are they like a good organization as a whole, or do they do some nefarious deeds? I mean, the paladins, so...
I mean, they were the best, from what I've been told.
Crime fighters, mercenaries.
Kind of all the above, I guess. But from what I've been told is they helped protect those that couldn't protect themselves. They fought monsters. They helped defend when needed. They saved my my grandma's life when she was little.
Mage's chest is like
Puffin.
feeling very.
I just want to say that it sounds like the just
Yeah.
to protect them, those that can't protect themselves. Isn't that like the vigil? Anyways, I know
That's like all heroes, all like
I know,
that's
but I
everyone.
was like, is it secretly the vigils? Probably not, but anyways, yeah, sounds great. Do we just like go to the town and just ask for your grandma, or
She'll probably be in the church at this hour.
in the church?
It's pretty close to center town square.
Perfect.
Go talk to her and maybe you'll be able to learn a little bit more. I'm sorry I don't have not much help, but
Yeah.
anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your drinks. Let me know if there's and your food. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you guys.
Will do.
As I'm passing, is there a way, like, for me to kind of either tap into something I have or try to give a signal to my party, letting them know, like, hey, it might not be a bad idea for them to follow me. I can also do, like, just see if I can catch eye contact with someone and just kind of.
Sure, you can see if go ahead and roll those at the table. Go ahead and roll an insight check. I'm gonna say the DC for this because they are talking to this person.
Sure, yeah, I'm kind of like in the background.
Like, in the background. I'd say it's probably like a 15, 16.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
Right?
Is that an insight?
Yes.
So I got
20.
15 flat.
15 flat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for all those that rolled 15 or above, you guys notice that as Seraphina is talking, you see Lenses has this guy over his shoulder and is walking out the
I kind of just
and is kind of like gesturing to like, hey, come on.
I definitely slide. I rolled really well. And I'm gonna. Hey guys, don't you think it's about time we brought out some food for our friend, Newman or Whiskey Jack or whatever we're calling him these days? This is gonna pick up. Well, I don't know. Could you take the whole tray outside? Like,
Let's see, why not?
I'm just gonna pick up the whole thing 'cause she's still eating.
You've already paid. You've paid as long as you bring the dishes back. I mean,
Yeah, she's gonna pick up the whole thing and swallow the rest of her ale, toss the mug back on the table, and she's gonna take off outside. How fast are you moving to the
Slow. I'm pretending to be drunk as I'm walking
Okay,
out.
then I'm gonna speed past you then.
Okay. His eyes follow her as she walks past.
Who
The guy that I have my
the guy the grung that you have around. I mean,
well, like, is it like a knowing?
Is it like a, this
it's
is
not a knowing glance, but you notice that he's clocked her, right, coming towards you guys again. As you guys, I imagine that as you guys step outside, right? You're the first one to step outside, right?
Sure.
Newman, where are you?
So,
What have you been doing? Where are you at?
Yeah,
What's been going on here?
So after Newman was kicked out, he initially was frustrated and went to go beat up some trees. But after a while, he calmed down and then went and said, "Well, I want to be a new man because although my name may be Whiskey Jack, I want to be new man. I'm gonna give them a garden. I don't know how to garden, but it has to do with digging in dirt. Should be good enough. So I'm gonna try to make a garden.
Great. Where are you making the
By the horses.
by the horses? Okay. Go ahead and give me a nature check. Let's just see how good of a garden you can grow with no plants or
No seeds.
no
next
seeds,
to
no
horse-
plants next to the horses.
Can I talk to Topius or like through my mind, or do I have to like talk out?
You can probably you'd be able to talk to your mind, yeah.
Okay, I want to understand. Is this like a conversation I need to actually speak, or is it something that I can just talk to?
I think you can talk.
Nothing there. 15.
15. You start gardening. Your hands were made to work. They have, as you're gardening, they have calluses on them. You've done work with your hands, right?
Yes.
And you start kind of digging next to these horses and troughs, and that's kind of what you've been up to. And
Just don't let him.
as soon as you guys get outside, Newman, you notice that Lenses has this guy around his shoulder. As soon as the door is closed behind you, I imagine she's a few steps behind you, right? The door's closed.
Sure.
Thought I was trying to whiz ahead of him.
Yeah, you said
Yeah, she walked
Walked ahead. Oh, were you? Oh, because you were
because I was slow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Walked ahead, and I guess I had some time to come out and be like, so
Uh-huh.
I guess your food be prepared. We might get in the skirmish or something.
oh, to me?
Yeah, to you.
Oh,
Gotcha.
have some food first?
Yeah, here you go. Just gonna grab another biscuit off the plate and hand you.
Nice. I'll just scarf it down with the dirt.
Now, Chase, Lenses. I will say you've been holding on to this grung for a while now.
Sure, I'll take the poison damage.
Poison damage. I'd say by this point,
Is it any saving throw? Or is it just
no. It's just when you touch the grung or it hits you with a melee attack.
Okay.
So when you're touching it, you take 1d6. I'd say probably like 3d6
Sure.
at
I'll
this
eat
point.
3d6.
I don't think that's too far fetched. 9 points of poison damage.
I like my roll better.
And yeah, you guys get outside. He's seen her pull in front. He's looking to the side. He's a little nervous. He's like, "What do you want?"
Round back.
All right.
We're not planning on hurting you, but sometimes our intentions don't go as planned.
So who is all following around back? Just so
Is everyone coming?
I'd imagine some of us would still. Or do we still need to listen to Sophina?
She had finished up talking. So if you guys want to leave, you can. If you want to stay, you can.
Yeah, Sunflower's just gonna follow the group.
Yeah, I'll leave as well.
Okay. So I imagine the whole group gets up and comes around back, and you're in back. What do you want with me?
Yeah. What do you want with him?
Well, learned some things about myself. You were talking to someone about and I'll do kind of like the generic like in that direction, hoping that like Sunflower and T are kind of in the close. You're talking about Master Marielle, and I'll kind of gesture in that general direction, saying that someone's coming to kill her. I heard you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying.
Can a guy just enjoy a drink and just have some mumbling thoughts to himself?
He can, but he also could have needs.
Are you saying he's threatening us?
He was. At least one of us.
I wasn't threatening nobody. That's why everyone turns into.
What's
It's my turn to be the evil character.
Sorry, what was that, Sunflower?
No, I'm just making a comment on your voice.
Everybody.
They all turn into. They all have.
Well, I was there when it actually happened. Sure.
Thinking like, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna intimidate. I got nothing. Literally, I have no weapon. I don't know what spells I can use except for fireball.
So, can we tell that he's basically bold-faced lying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you caught him. You know.
Yeah, I
caught
know.
him in an act. Yeah.
Look, what's your name? It doesn't have to be your real name. I just need to call you something.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Look,
You can tell it's a fake name.
Who are you working for, Johnny?
That's my business.
well, it appears you just made it our business. So who do you work for, Johnny?
I'm not saying nothing.
I don't currently have a weapon. Someone want to threaten them or something?
I mean, you do. You, do that one explode, blow up that one off.
I mean, I can use some fireball, but I don't want to blow everybody.
And just catch the bar on fire. Might not be the best idea.
Use a random spell. Go for the random spell.
Do it for the
Do it for the vine.
Do it, do it.
Yeah, just cast a spell towards a
Do
nondescript
it on
point.
him. Do it. What's the point in throwing it elsewhere? Just do it on him.
Do it on it. Do it on it.
Do it like a foot above his head.
Warning shot.
Do it.
We'll see how that warning shot turns into.
Do it, Joy. These are the times in life where you need to be brave.
Johnny.
She's gonna stick her hand in the
Ouch.
component bag,
Yep.
and she's gonna.
Which one you doing? Give me a number.
She's gonna go right up to him. She's gonna hold her hand in his face. She says, "All right, I've got my magic on a random setting, so you want to find out?"
Give me an intimidation check.
I know what my charisma is.
It's time to discover.
Oh, I rolled really well, so it might not matter. You said intimidation?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Okay. It's a +1, so that's an 18.
18.
Yeah.
You see him shivering in his boots, and he says, I work for, oh gosh, hold on. It's the names of everything. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad. I wanted to see what the random spell was gonna be.
Yeah, kinda.
After he tells us, we can let it off.
That's true.
Yeah, it might be good to get rid of. We don't want someone our weakness is we don't know things right now, and if We tell that to him. We might need to get rid of him.
Yeah, no loose ends.
No, Sam.
Work for the Affinity, all right? I'm dead anyway.
No. Well, who? What was that?
The Affinity.
The Affinity.
Infinity or affinity?
Affinity.
Wait, like a sideways 8, or like how I feel towards my loved ones?
I don't know if I know the definition.
This second
Affinity.
Okay.
The Affinity. And who exactly was? Sorry. Let's see.
Now, just so that way we can know if you're actually with the Affinity, which one of us is Master Marielle?
Master Marielle would know that, and you watch as his eyes kind of like glance over to Sunflower.
So you're threatening the Is she? I don't remember what you described her as. Let me.
I know.
She's dangerous looking.
Why are you looking at me?
As you kind of say that,
Oh yeah, she's
mhm.
dark and mysterious. That's right.
Yeah, as you say that, he'll glance at you, and he'll reach up to his ear and say, "It's not her! It's not her!"
I go for the kill.
And he's
I go straight for the kill. Sunflower goes straight for the kill right now.
What?
go ahead and roll an attack, and we could get some initiative going. It seems like that's what's about to happen.
Or do we want to break for dinner?
This will be a quick encounter, I think,
Yeah.
and then we'll
This
break
will
for
be
dinner.
delivered.
This will be quick.
So sad.
What are you doing to attack here?
Crap, do I have it? I have a sickle, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the one
Right.
You do have a sickle. I don't think you attuned to it, but you do have a sickle. It is still a sickle.
Dude, I'm just gonna go for the neck with the sickle right now.
Go for the neck with a sickle. And let's
Like a-
get. I'm just gonna do this with a
egg.
piece of paper. Does someone have a piece of paper? Or Chase, will you give me one from the printer? there?
I can give you.
Oh, that works too. I'm just gonna write down the initiative order real quick here.
There you go.
Actually, I think we should probably all roll initiative. I don't know if I want to give surprise round for you guys, just because I think it was kind of understood that
And he's ready.
he's yeah, this has got to happen. So everyone roll initiative. I will have everyone roll initiative here.
Oh, I wish I rolled that during combat. Whatever. Yeah, 20.
Ooh.
25.
Okay.
Should have searched his pockets before we started. Freak.
We have
Do grungs have ears?
I
I
don't know.
think they have like holes.
You just have
He's got something.
head holes.
So Newman got 20. Where are we at with everyone else here?
20.
20.
Unnatural.
Unnatural.
Yeah, 4.
You got 3. Okay. This is your initiative. If you haven't uncovered your initiative, you can uncover it.
Oh, 0.
Okay. So we have Sunflower. Okay. After natural 20, what's next?
So 20 to 15.
20 to 15. Okay.
15 to
15 to 10.
10.
Okay. Mage. Okay. 10 to 5.
7.
Okay.
2.
So did I.
Okay. 5 to 0.
I got a 4.
I got a 3.
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa. T and then Harry. Okay. Newman, you're up. What are you doing?
Seeing what's going on, I'll immediately dash or run as fast as I can.
Yeah.
50 feet. And go for a jump karate kick to the gut.
Okay, come roll it.
He's just gonna wallop on him.
Okay, roll to hit. Look. Okay, and that's plus strength, or what is it?
Dex for
Yeah,
you.
plus it Dex.
That plus the proficiency.
Do I need to scribble out my dex?
If you haven't already, yeah.
Would she be able to add a proficiency bonus to this?
I believe so. I believe that's how it works.
So scribble that.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that.
Scribble that.
Wait, what did you roll again? I'm sorry.
Oh,
I can
plus-
just tell you what you get
I
here.
got a 14, but I don't know what it's plus.
You rolled a 19.
Oh,
That is a hit.
heck yeah. Okay. And then, what do I do for damage? What rolled 1d did something?
You rolled
You start 2d6
Oh, yes.
plus your dex.
Wait, doesn't she also get the, I don't know, depending on a class, does she get the hit again?
You rolled.
How many times? How many hits?
Several.
Several times. Okay.
It's murder time.
First hit. Ready? Go. Ooh, 7.
You're really trying to kill this guy?
That's 7 points of damage, you said?
Now,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunflower's going for the kill.
Yeah.
And, so I get another hit? Or
Just wait for the kid.
You do get another hit.
roll to hit?
Yeah, roll the hit again.
Okay, that's a 5 plus 5. So then that would be 10. So that would
If you plus your proficiency bonus, so 5 plus 9, so 14.
JK 14.
14. 14 misses as you go to hit, and
I go to do the
he
kick to the gut, and then after that, I go to swing, but I'm still flying. So this
so as you're kind of flying past, you try to get another swing in and you miss. Now, is there anything else that you want to do here?
You have a bonus action that you do know that you can do now.
bonus action. Can I pick him up and body slam him down? Or just grab him? No, I don't want to touch him. Can I just swing again?
You can swing again. If you haven't already, you should be able to unlock the first number 3. Did you already do
Yes.
the first number 3?
This one? That one? Which one was that feet?
Yes. That number 3, and there should be a second one actually that you can do as well. You have like a ton of number 3. You can do both those.
And that.
Not yet.
Well, I have to peel back.
So, but you go ahead. There's something inside you. You've been gardening. You've done something that is very
Hands on.
hands-on and relaxing for you. You are using your hands, right? And you come up and you're filling in the zone right now. And you go ahead and you immediately go ahead and hit with another attack. You can also undo 3F as well. As you go ahead and you spend a key point, and you can make another 2 strikes. So you can go ahead and attack 2 more times.
So 3 times more in total, right?
Correct.
Okay.
2 more times. She already rolled twice.
Roll
Three
the hit.
blows is usually 2 hits.
She already attacked twice.
But
So then she does.
doesn't she have a bonus action attack?
That is a bonus action. Fury of Blows is a bonus action.
I didn't know that. I haven't played me.
Roll 2 hit.
Roll the hit.
Woo! Big hurt. 23.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
6.
Plus your
dex.
dex,
Oh.
which is
So 6 plus 5 is 11. Okay. And roll one more time.
Nat 20. Yeah.
Nat 20. Okay, go ahead and roll the hit. Or 2 damage, sorry.
2.
roll that twice.
Yeah.
8.
Plus 8.
8. Great.
Plus 16 plus.
Yeah. So as you're going to attack, you notice that this grung, this little frog thing, had manifested 2 daggers in his hand. Right? They're very corporeal. is a good term. They weren't there before, and all of a sudden you see them pop up, and he's about to slash, and you just bah, 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 and he goes down dead.
Didn't mean to kill him.
Is he dead, or did knocked
I-
out?
Didn't hear
Oh, so he's dead.
She dead.
He died.
You like smack him up against the wall. Bah, bah, bah.
Oh, he's not breathing.
What's he going to kill him for?
Oh, he's not breathing?
I mean, she's gonna check. I'm assuming it's nothing. Yeah,
Sports, man.
he's just dead. He's gone. What?
Jeez.
I would bet Sunflowers had specifically went for the neck. So even if
Yeah, what's Sunflower doing right now?
Sunflower sort of staring at the body.
Breathing.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Then
You can-
Sunflower's gonna sit there and look at everybody and be like, "Are we sure there's no one watching us? Everyone check to see if someone's watching us real fast."
We gotta look around.
And then as everyone is walking around, I need to make a stealth check, and Sunflower's gonna go for the ear to see if she can find the communication device.
Ooh, okay. Everyone, go ahead.
Wait, check the room.
You're just
Roll the one.
that's
Ooh.
stuff.
And
can this be an
Sunflower,
investigation check?
Oh, you guys are looking around. I'm so sorry.
Is this
Perception, I think. Not. I don't think it's investigation. I'm sorry.
Seven.
Can I just use my passive wisdom?
As you guys are looking around, you don't immediately notice anyone. You've gone around the back behind this. On the other side of you is a forest, right? In front of you is the building. That's all you got.
so McKay,
Yeah.
I rolled a 32 for stealth.
Yeah. This is like stealth or sleight of hand, right? To grab whatever
Yeah.
communication is, right?
Grab the communication device.
It seems like you know exactly where to go, right? And you reach in and you pull out what is like an earring of sorts.
Mhm.
And you now have an earring.
I'm just gonna pocket it real fast, make sure no one saw that I did it.
Harry thinks you were just picking in his ear.
Yeah.
His ear hole.
Yeah, Harry's like, whatever, man. To each their own.
But this point, Sunflower's gonna be like, "Oh, that's sad. Why'd we kill him?"
What was that all about?
So, and as I'm kind of explaining this, I will start kind of taking off his boots, shaking everything out, kind of searching the body. Just to
You killed an innocent man. What is this?
let me explain. So this man was tailing us in the bar, and he mentioned someone is being sent to kill a Master Marielle, which I think might be your name, Sunflower. Marielle.
Marielle. That is a pretty name.
Mario.
I think you might be connected to some people who might be a little more dangerous. This Affinity-
Dangerous. Wait, am I in danger?
We'll
We're always in danger.
So
Every minute of our life.
What? We need to find a safe place.
So what? Is it just me, or does anyone else think that this is just an act on her part? You know, because she can't be Master Marielle if she's acts like a literal child for half the time. Anyone else seeing that's suspicious? I don't know if I know her. You know, maybe we should ditch her right now.
Oh no! Don't touch me.
if we did check, we don't know anyone here, so we could start ditching all of us and just go our separate ways, or we could work together and have a better chance of figuring out what we're doing. We could all be enemies for all we know, but at least we'll find that out probably quicker together.
I don't know, since, we've come to civilization, right? I've been yelled at for an unpaid tab and nearly killed, or I guess we weren't nearly killed, but threatened because of some Master Marielle. I don't know. You're probably right. We should stick together, but I don't know. It just feels stupid or something.
All I know is that I know for sure that I am not a shady character. Are you sure about that? I'm a paladin.
I mean,
That's what a
that could-
shady character would say.
no.
And besides, if that lady was right, she was saying that armor's from a paladin from over 100 years ago. You don't look like you're 100 years old, so
How old did you say you was?
She looks.
I am young.
Seems
I'm
to me
strong.
you're a grave robber.
Oh no.
you might be just as shady as the rest of us. As I'm like rifling through his pockets and going through, seeing if he has anything on.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 17 for
17.
my investigation.
You don't find much. You don't find any weapons. Basic clothes. You see, he has a small pouch of gold.
How much?
Probably like 10 gold in it.
Pocket that.
And there is basically a calling card, kind of. It says I gotta find it. 1 second. The only thing that you notice on it is it says
The only thing you know is on.
Where is it? Hold
Is
on.
this some magical cult or something?
I gotta find it. I know that's called.
That was not my character. Just had to drop the accent,
There's joy. Is this a cult?
Is this a cult?
Aha.
Cults are fun.
It says Steam Rise Breads. That's all it says on that.
As I find that calling like that almost like a business card, I'll pass it to Sunflower and say, "Does this ring a bell for you?" As I've kind of like put his boots, like tied him over, like the laces over my shoulder. I'm going to start kind of. I'll look at maybe Mage. Hey, Mage, can you give me a hand? Let's pull this guy into the woods and dispose of the body.
He deserves a proper funeral.
We can properly funeral him in like 5 minutes. Is that all right? Okay.
Properly funeral him.
Go ahead and make a history check, Sunflower.
All right. History it is. What's my history modifier?
Oh man, I love being sometimes.
Gosh dang it. 5.
5. You hold this card. It doesn't look familiar at all. You don't really notice anything. You do notice that in the top left corner, there is a dash and a number 12 next to it.
-12.
That's all it says.
I have no idea what that means.
And yeah, you guys take the body into the back forest and begin giving it a proper burial, and that's where we're gonna have a little break for a minute. Kyle, I'm not sure what time you need to go by.
Yeah, I'm dropping in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So.
So yeah, let's go break real quick. If you're dropping Kyle, then we'll say goodbye to you. Unless you want to chat about anything during our break, but I'm gonna take us to break real quick.
Shoot me for once.
Shoot me!
All right. Hey, I'm bringing us back.
We're back. And we're back. Hey guys, welcome to my
Welcome back. All right. Ladies.
Sound off in the chat. Oh no.
Cooped out. In my recollection, very wise over the sun. Most of it was had a big We're back. We should be.
We're back. No, good.
Have more story water.
So, I'm just gonna start chatting.
Send me! And a dragon!
Yeah.
He's got an apple!
So, you finish burying this body, or disposing of it, however you wish and feel is appropriate.
Operation burial.
We burned it.
What do you guys do now?
We should go to the village. Learn more about us.
I mean more about you.
Yeah. But that will give us clues. Us.
Sure will. Let's go.
I have no problem with this.
Live in peace. Whatever the sides are. Just I don't know what sides to make. Let's just go. There's some
She's doing the renegade. She TikTok dances and
It's that default dance on top of the grave.
So,
it's so pretty.
All while saying I don't know what signs to make.
I think Newman would take a moment to stare at the ground and get scared and be like, I just killed someone. Did I used to do that? It was so easy.
Life is fading.
I'll just rationalize. It was in defense for my friends, so it was fine.
as you're standing there at the ground, you're kind of looking at your hands, I imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at them, and briefly you get glimpses of almost hands that could harm or hands that could heal.
Dang.
They may be your hands, they may not be, but that you kind of get that impression of like,
Dang. Well, now I'll just stare more deeply and contemplate my own nothingness.
so
But maybe I realize maybe I can do something besides kill. In three.
As we start going, Harry, did you want to try this armor on? See if it's something that fits you? I can tell you how it goes.
Why makes you think it would be a good fit for me?
I mean, it's metal and you're a dwarf. That might be a little racist, freak. I'm sorry.
It is, but it is true.
It just seems like
Stereotypes exist for a reason.
that's yeah. But I don't know. I just see if you can use it. I'm gonna also give a chance on that carapace armor. I know if anyone else is supposed to use it. It's a little heavy for me. It might be a little heavy, but someone's got to figure out what it does, and then maybe we can figure out whose it belongs to.
On the armor.
What was that?
Try on the armor.
Okay.
Might
I
as well.
imagine you guys have moved
It's
away.
also fancy metal. It's like missing.
Yeah.
It's a dwarf word, right?
Yeah.
I imagine that you guys have moved away. Just a second. That you guys have moved away from the tavern.
Mhm.
and I begin following the sign that said, to Beggars Tree, right?
Mhm.
And you begin going down this way when this kind of conversation happens, and you guys decide to pull off to the side for just a few minutes here. Newman, you had a question, and so did Brandon. Hold on, Brandon, what was or Harry? Did you have a question? No. Okay.
My only comment was whenever we find something that's meant for us, we should do the Legend of Zelda when you put the rock in the circle and and you get little confetti.
Problem is, you may never know if it's here or not. Hop on.
Impression. I think that's okay.
So, you spend about 10 minutes, and you're able to now equip the, what is it called here? I have it.
Missing armor.
Mizzen, I believe it is. So, Harry, you can add Mizzen to your armor. And you can unveil your armor class if it's not already, and you can add that.
My armor class is just blank.
So that means you can write it in. So now that you have armor, you can write it in.
He can unveil his armor for proficiency.
Oh yeah.
I think I said in that note I sent, it should have a description of what the mithril armor does. So
Where is this note? I don't know before.
Discord in resources.
Resources. Okay. Oh.
Museum.
And lenses, what are you doing?
I'm going to try on the carapace armor.
To attune to it, you have to spend an hour kind of
I'm
studying it. You're not trying to attune to it right now.
Well, my plan was while us marching to the town, I'm going to feel it out. I'm hoping that time will give me a chance to try to tune to the armor.
The town isn't far away. As you guys, it's about an hour walk from the tavern to this small Beggars Tree. As you guys are walking, none of you decided to look around, I heard. I don't think I heard anyone say I'm going to look around, keep an eye out for things. You guys are walking, and you begin to hear something in the distance.
Isn't like
It's a little gnome that just runs past. Yeah, that totally happens. Just a random gnome that just walks past. You see other people as the day is growing.
Wait, for real life that happened?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, whoa. I liked that.
There's one.
Nice touch. Nice touch.
You see, there's other people on this road, and you begin to hear a sound in the distance.
another one. Well, you're actually looking.
And all of a sudden, you look up and you watch as this black dragon flies over top.
Oh no.
No one else seems to be. You look around and no one else is bothered by it. And none of the passerbyers that you've seen. And you continue on your way.
Can I like approach someone and be like, "Is that normal?
Yeah, that's pretty normal, eh?
Is it a friendly dragon?"
I don't know which one it is, but probably, yeah.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Jerry.
Bye.
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 Is that the local dialect?
I didn't know it sounded like that.
He's just speaking really fast.
So, it's easy enough to follow the path. There, you don't need to make any survival checks or anything. You've been pointed down the path. About an hour goes by. You're not quite attuned to the armor yet.
How dare.
Mostly because you are moving it. You're not like taking time. But I'll allow it. But it's just gonna take a little bit of time since you're not focusing on it.
I'm focusing while I'm walking.
You guys enter town, and as you arrive on the outskirts of Beggars Tree, you notice that there are freshly tilled fields surrounding the town, standing in stark contrast to the lush greenery that is surrounding this area. The air is filled with an earthy scent of soil and the distant sound of farmers working. You can kind of see the town. You guys are kind of approaching over this kind of small hill as it's kind of there. It's a small town. Nothing too crazy. You can see that the town's layout is charmingly haphazard, with clusters of timber frame cottages and thatched roofing lining the winding dirt roads. As you walk down towards the center of town, you're greeted with nods and friendly waves from just town folk are around here. As you enter the main section of the town, you see a partially destroyed statue ahead of you. That's in this town square. And as you guys continue walking and following this road I'm approaching, in the center of this statue, kind of standing at the front of it, you see a half-elf man. His finely chiseled features and ancient armor, partially weathered by time. His thoughtful expression is accentuated by a pair of glasses perched on his nose, giving him an air of scholarly wisdom, you might say. In one hand, he holds an intricately detailed rifle. Its design hinting at both the craftsmanship and the arcane enchantment. His other hand is extended outward as if in greeting or casting a protective spell. Beside the half-elf stands his loyal companion, a creature that at first glance resembles a majestic wolf. However, upon closer inspection, as you guys are coming up to the statue, it becomes evident that it is not an ordinary beast. The wolf is crafted with lifelike precision, but its muscles appear to be composed of root-like tendrils, and its skin is covered with armor plating, reminiscent of a warforged construct. Mm-hmm. The creature's eyes are carved with uncanny lifelike quality. They seem to watch over this plaza with vigilance and protective gazes. Surrounding the half-elf and his wolf are the remnants of 4 additional figures. However, only their feet remain. Firmly planted on the statue's base, you can see different sorts of boots or footing.
Like footwear?
Footwear, yeah. If you guys want to make an insight check, you might be able to surmise what we're wearing what.
So these are the statue's footwear. Not like people leave footwear here.
These are the statue's footwear.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. So you said insight?
Mm-hmm.
A natural 20 making a 29.
Whoa.
I've got great insight.
I got a 17.
I
Got a 21.
Nice.
Oh, and I'm
Really
proficient in it.
You guys are,
I'm proficient.
this statue, whoever carved it did such a good job that you can, possibly try to surmise what these other figures were, even though they are now destroyed.
Yeah.
You see boots, sturdy boots, perhaps suggesting a dwarven warrior. Slender, elegant shoes that might belong to an elven mage, perhaps. You see rugged, practical footwear, typical of a human ranger. And you also see delicate yet strong sandals that could have graced a halfling rogue, perhaps. The base of the statue bears an inscription. Holm the hero and his companions, after defeating the giant of Elder Grove.
Holm?
Holmen. So, Holmen.
Holman. How similar is this statue to me?
Uncanny.
Uncannily.
What? I was thinking.
It looks exactly like you. Even though you don't know what you look like again.
Well, I saw myself in the horse trough.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And he was peeking around those bedrooms. It's got to be a little
Yeah,
more
there's
some
some
more.
Sure.
vanity somewhere. Great uncle, maybe?
This is very, very like you.
Uh,
This could be you.
do I have a cloak or any like a travel cloak or anything like that?
On the do you or the statue?
I.
You.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
I'm
not too opposed to having.
I kind of put it up, fix my glasses a little bit.
It's at this point that you.
We have a mask, don't we?
I put it on the
blue
girl.
Yeah.
The boy
But
mask.
we
You
grabbed
got
it
that.
Oh.
The boar mask.
It's at this point after it's been probably about an hour to get to the town, like 10 minutes to walk up. You're sitting here, you put the robe on, and something begins to glow on your chest as you finally finish attuning to the armor.
Oh.
Not on your chest, actually. There's a brief glow just as you attune to it. But actually, your shoulder pads, like the armor, like
The pauldrons?
The pauldrons, yes. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I love that you know.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm glad that you know that because I definitely didn't know. The pauldrons, they begin to glow with a faint insignia of some kind.
Mm.
They're both different, actually. Both insignias are different.
What do they look like?
The first one looks like a set of teeth, sharp teeth.
Like almost like canine.
Okay. The other pair look like they almost look like there's a symbol of this stronghold kind of on this what do you call it? Pauldron. You see it's crossed with a sword and with staff.
Swords and staves.
That's what you guys would know. All of you would notice that.
So
Does it? Sorry.
go ahead.
Does it look like the armor that the statue person is wearing? Is
It does.
Does it have like the same insignias now, or is that
As,
is it just
now
like
that you've seen that, you look at the pauldrons, and you can see very faintly those are there.
That is you.
Are you like a time traveler or something?
I don't know. I wouldn't remember. But maybe how old does the statue look? Like ancient, or is it could this have been built like a couple years ago and then just vandalized?
Could have been. Yeah.
As a dwarf, I
Ooh.
love rocks.
You do love rocks.
They're like my thing.
Yeah.
So I would like to make a history check on this rock that's conveniently shaped like speckles over here.
Sure.
And I'll use my stone cunning ability to double my history proficiency.
Roll for them. Yeah, let's give you a roll.
Dude, all my intelligence stats are just absolutely cranked. So if I double my proficiency,
Yeah. So the proficiency
That's
you have 4, so it should be 8. Wow.
What did they get?
You
I
got
rolled a 30 on that.
30. So as you know, this you looking at the statue and you can just tell, you just know, that this happened, that whenever this statue was erected, it would have been somewhere between, well, you would know the exact date. I'd probably say like 25 years ago, 30 years ago. Let's say 27.
Yeah, so it's 27 years, 3 months,
Yeah, you got the exact
7 days, a couple hours. Yeah.
It was rain.
And it was raining when it happened, yeah.
Yeah, and it was raining. It was like 45 degrees Fahrenheit at the
You're
time.
getting all the information.
Children were singing a song nearby, and it kind of like etched itself into the
There's
stone.
still
Yeah, yeah.
Song nearby.
They never stopped.
Yeah, they're still there. Yeah, I'll relay that information. 27 years ago.
T's gonna look down at her feet and see if her shoes match any of the shoes around. I mean, what are the odds that she's wearing the same pair of shoes? But you know,
I would say no.
well, looks like you're the only hero here. Unless I just changed footwear, which is entirely possible.
Man, just looking at him.
I'll be honest, if I'm going,
As you all kind of begin looking at your footwear, the only one that is an exact match.
So, Mr. Hero,
blood of my bones, if I'm a hero, I worry about this world. I don't feel like a hero.
yeah, but you don't remember who you are. You're going off pure instincts. Anybody doing that would.
I mean,
Also search dead people's pockets.
but is that something that's that bad? Is it bad to search dead people's pockets?
No.
They're dead. They're not going to use
What
it.
are they gonna? Yeah, that's why.
Is that-
There's only one thing.
Mate,
to
what's
do.
wrong with
Somebody's
that?
all dead, right? That's what has
Look
to
at
do
the
with
buckets
and ethics.
That is what sets us apart.
Yeah.
Some people have better codes of ethics than other people.
Are you implying that he has a backbone of ethics or something?
I'm implying that some people have better codes of ethics than other people.
What should my code of ethic be then?
I don't know.
See, here's the thing: is that you can be a not so great guy and still be a hero.
True. That's a good point.
You
I mean, mercenaries are hailed as heroes all the time because they. I don't know. Can't think of any specific examples, but you know, they go around killing people for money, and you know, well, they get hired to kill a dragon, and it saves the town, and so they're heroes. I don't know.
good men still search through people's. When they're dead, even sometimes I bet.
Except that one time when he searched through not a dead man's pockets.
He did look really dead.
He did look rich.
Sorry, Harry. You look dead.
All right.
I was just gonna say, I'd look at like the figure and like the wolf next to him, and I would kind of see. Now, is Telkis a male or female sounding voice in my head?
Male.
I thought so. Telkis, does this remind you of anything? Telkis.
Cookies.
As you're staring at this, no, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was thinking John.
I'll kind of closely clutch Bringer in my arms, but not really try to kind of make too much of a ruckus. We had a church to get to, right?
There are people milling about.
It's a town square.
I'm going to approach.
Can you send me to the armored house?
Somebody.
Oh, do you want me to just tell you? Real quick.
Sure, I didn't
Oh
want
yeah, no, I'm deciding who I'm going to approach. first instinct was a woman with kids, but that's not a good idea.
Hi.
I'm assuming you have to attend to it.
So, do you want me to read the whole description, or do you just want to know what it does?
The whole description.
Armor is a formidable sight, fashioned with hardened exoskeleton of a giant scorpion. Its chitinous plates form a seamless shell, adorned with barbed protrusions resembling a creature's claws.
Wow.
The helmet mimics a scorpion's head, complete with menacing mandibles and jointed antennae.
Ugh.
Segmented for flexibility, the armor reflects a dark, glossy sheen in its long, flexible tail extruding from the back, tipped with a wicked stinger.
It's like a little. Is it like a little costume? Like,
Kind of.
I feel really embarrassed now. Like,
The armor
I mean, the
improves-
people are going to like see me and see that guy up on the step and go like, "Man, he's larping."
The armor improves your combat readiness, granting you a +5 bonus to initiative as long as you aren't incapacitated. The armor also doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth dexterity checks, and the armor doesn't impose disadvantage on saving throws made to resist the effects of extreme heat.
Nice. Wow.
I'll send that link.
Is there any bonus to AC or anything like that?
It's just +1 actually.
+1, and it's plate. Yeah, so 19.
You said that you wanted to approach some people.
yeah. So it's a town square. So there are shopkeeps.
They're shopkeeps, yeah. You could
It's
go find
outside
a
stall. Someone selling
Yeah,
food or something.
sure. There'd probably be a little farmer's market type thing
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I'm gonna approach one of the sellers, and I'm gonna ask, so what's the story with the statue?
You come to a dragonborn. They're selling fruit. Are you talking about Holmes?
Yeah.
Says the name completely wrong. Yeah. Well, about like I don't know, 30 years, 40 years from now, in the past, I don't know, from now. We got attacked by a giant, and I don't know. The heroes from the big city came and helped us out.
From the big city. Why is there only one person still standing? You know, if
There used to be a lot more than just the one and the dog, but I don't know. We woke up one day and it was like that.
so it wasn't like the other heroes were disgraced later on and like brought down the statues.
No one really knew. We
Um,
just kind of showed up and it looked like that. Shame, really.
Yeah, seems like a shame. So a giant, interesting. Do you know what happened to the hero after the heroes after they beat the giant?
I mean, I assume that they're still in the big city or something. I mean, not much happens around here, so I mean, when that happened, they sent a group and they came and running.
All right, cool. Which way to the church?
Oh, it's right there. He
Oh.
literally points.
It's
It's like the biggest building that's literally right next to town square.
Yeah, I should have seen that. Thanks.
Do you want some fruit or something?
Yeah, sure. Hey, yo, Mage.
Yeah.
Can I get a coin?
Yeah.
What's your best fruit?
Uh,
Am I recalling any flavors?
This came from my tree in my backyard. It's a peach. It's a big old peach.
Sure, how much?
Oh, a copper.
Can you make change for gold?
A gold?
Yeah.
We don't get that much out here, miss. I got lots of peaches though. You want a box?
Get them all.
Yeah, we'll take a lot.
I'll give you like a full box for that gold.
All right, I got some information and some peaches. Who wants some?
And so as this has been going on, Harry, there's something else that drew your attention about the statue. There were holes in it. Not very many. You only really noticed one. And it's about the size, I don't know, probably about yay big. Right?
What?
And it looks like something pierced the statue at that point.
Like liquid?
Not like liquid, more
You said
like
as if it was soft? Or like chipped it out?
chipped it out. More like it was shot.
Okay. Yeah, it's just normal stuff.
Yeah. But you really only notice one.
I will. I will say, like, I think we should be careful around here. People might not see him as a hero.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the fruit guy over there. It seemed like, made it seem like he was a real hero. But I don't know. Let's go to the church or something.
You guys go over.
Go to the church or something.
It's just like it's great. It's so good. It's so much.
You guys go to this church, and it's the biggest building here, but it's not by any means fancy. It's literally just like a thatched kind of steeple. Very humble and quaint. And there's a little sign that says, "Please leave any weapons outside," just out of respect, right?
Sorry, Newman. It's another German thing going to.
Newman is a weapon.
I thought, like, really?
Stay outside.
I imagine you guys all kind of come in through. There might be a little basket on the inside where you can keep your arms, right? And you come inside and it's very, again, it's a small little chapel.
Yeah.
There's a few pews. There's like an altar up at the front, or a pulpit. Excuse me. You can see that there is some sort of deity that is prayed to here. You get the sense of incense as you kind of walk through the door. That's about it.
Religion check.
As well as while this is happening,
Yeah.
I'm kind of shaken by seeing that statue, so I'm not really going to focus in on kind of talking to the lady. Can I focus in on like trying to feel if like that I have some sort of innate connection to, I saw that wolf in the statue. Is that like something that I recognize? Like, is that something that, is that like, how can I connect? Is that part of like maybe one of the items that we still haven't yet to pick up? I just want to maybe do like maybe a history or just kind of check to kind of see if I can understand if that is me or if I'm,
Go ahead and roll a history check. And what were you? You said you want to roll religion, but can you tell me, like, what are you trying to do?
I mentioned repentance. So, I'd like to
Repent for her sins.
I'd like to find if there's a deeper feeling of comfort. I want to know if I'm feeling the spirit. No. Just I'm trying to feel if there's a sense of belonging or connection with this type of religion or sculpture of God, whatever.
Go ahead and make a religion
this
check
guy.
here. And I would say that.
Also,
What was your
18
which one do I scratch again? Do I scratch
religion?
no,
I imagine you.
I scratch that one.
Why are you scratching that one?
You said 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that 3.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I imagine you actually don't go into the church. Like you do
Sure.
for a second, and then
Mhm.
it's bothering on your mind. You go back to the statue, and you're looking at what seems to be yourself, right? In this heroic pose. And you go ahead and you brush your fingers up against this beast. And there's a sense of familiarity. But other than that, you don't get much. But it's as if you've done this before.
Really am him then. With that, then I'll wait outside the church, probably just pondering and seeing if I can, maybe deepen my connection with Bringer.
What'd you roll? 11. I mean, it's a warm in here.
It's warm in here.
It's warm in here. I mean, it feels good, right? You come in, it's very peaceful, right? It's very just quiet, as opposed to the busy life of a small town or a big city or traveling. It's just nice. Someone just said something with this for you. As you guys kind of come in, you hear this lady coming. As this lady begins, you see this lady stand up, and she's short. She has long pointed ears. She's an elf. And to be honest, she doesn't look much older than Seraphina, the lady from the tavern. And she makes her way towards you. And as she looks up and sees your group, you're gathered here, she sees the one towering above all of you. And she begins to just sob.
Sorry. Do we mess up? Do we?
And she comes kind of hurrying along. And she comes up and embraces you.
Oh. Oh.
Pillsbury Doughboy around his belly.
As she comes up, she's just crying, and she's I haven't seen that symbol in so long.
Are you Winra?
Yes, how'd you know?
We met your granddaughter.
Who's daughter?
Your daughter.
No, my mother died. His granddaughter.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Granddaughter. Sorry.
Elves, man. When you have a half human child, I mean, you're gonna look younger than they are. Oh, right. Make an insight check.
All right. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh. 7.
You don't quite catch this, but you're very insightful. You notice that there's almost a slight, very, very slight sense of. I mean, she's just crying, but there's a slight sadness to when she mentions, "Oh, your granddaughter told us." She says, "Oh, right."
Oh, she thought that I would remember her, but I did not. Do you know who I am?
I don't know who you are, but you just reminded me of someone long ago. I'm sorry. How may I help you?
we're actually curious about this particular set of armor. Your granddaughter told us some great stories. We want to learn a little bit more. Like, he inherited this armor, and we don't really know much about it.
Oh, that's not yours?
It might be mine.
It's his. It's inherited. Because these guys have been going for 100 years, we heard. So it's inherited. But the stories were passed down with the.
Oh, right.
We're very good at this. But he says that out loud.
Well, come take a seat. And she brings you guys to like
Not a stuff.
some sort of table. And well, years and years ago, there used to be an order of holy knights that protected this land, and they went around and they helped defend this kingdom and this land from enemies and from monsters that roamed. And they saved my life when I was just a young mother with my child.
How long ago?
90 years or so ago. I'm sorry for my outburst earlier. You just reminded me of him.
Who did I remind you of? Why are you ready? That's
Why are you running?
That's my.
The man that saved us. He was wearing armor just like you, just like all of them had. And when I was just a young mother, we had been sleeping, and somehow the fire, something had happened, and our house started to catch on fire. And we were trapped inside. We weren't able to get out. The flames were engulfing us. I thought we were dead. And someone like you, that looks a lot like you.
Like a lion.
Yes.
Okay, alright, keep going. Sorry. Like, it's like, I don't know, is that very common? Like, lion people?
Yeah, it's fancy.
Okay, cool.
Lion people, dragon people.
He looks like a lot like you with
All
blonde
the-
hair.
all
It's
the
like
type
an
of-
elf or
all the
something,
type of
like,
people.
Okay.
No, lion people. That's what she's referring to. I don't know how, but he had come in and he made it into the building, and just as a beam of fire was about to fall on us, he did something with his armor and it put up a shield around us. And
Put up shields.
he saved our lives. He saved my little girl.
It must have been very brave paladins then.
Absolutely. They were the best.
What happened to them?
It's the thing, no one knows. There was a massacre.
No one knows.
Somehow their stronghold was attacked.
Mm.
And there was no evidence of who did it. The only she kind of like almost begins to weep again. There were so many dead. All of them from the stronghold. I, no one knows. We've, out of respect, we closed the gates and we haven't entered in. We left their stronghold just closed.
Where is the stronghold?
If you like, I can show you.
Yes.
Would like.
Thank you for sharing the knowledge that you have.
Come on, then. Let's go.
As we walk out, I'm gonna try to like put up a shield by like flexing my pegs.
By flexing your pet.
Or just wishing. You know?
Make a investigation.
Oh, I haven't scraped yet. 18. Yes.
18. As you sorry, I gotta look here. You know what? That's great because I need you to erase 18.
Yeah.
As
Right
you
up this way.
there should be an 18 somewhere. I think it's this one right here. Is it that one? Is there an 18? As this woman starts leading you, you kind of flex your arms and nothing quite happens. And you begin kind of fiddling with your armor for a second. You're looking at it, and somehow, some way, whether by just sheer will, you're thinking about it. And you're like, I'm wearing this armor. It must be able to do this. But how would I will it to do this? How do I cause it to do this? And as you're doing that, all of a sudden, this very small like shield, kind of just encompassing you, just kind of pops up and then vanishes for just a second. As you've now unlocked your defensive field.
That's kind of neat.
Brilliant.
And this lady turns around and sees this in her eyes. Kind of again, she's just amazed and wowed. She begins leading you guys. Just outside of the town. And you look, and this town is kind of nestled in between kind of these rolling hills. There are these hills, they have forests and trees. And there's a path, and it begins winding up the hill. And as you're looking at it, the path is well maintained. Well maintained. And you begin walking. She says, after that night of the fire, I tried to go thank the man that had saved us. But when I got there, they said that he had left and gone on another mission or something to help someone else. I had planned to return, but later that week, but I never got the chance to. As she leads you guys up this trail, you see it continues winding up, and it kind of winds into some hills. And as you start to get up higher, you start to notice that the trail to a certain point becomes no longer like maintained, almost out of, not out of neglect, but almost out of a reverence for this area. You catch a glimpse of like stones kind of peeking through the foliage, hinting that there's something concealed in this area. Built into the hill, partially obscured by vines and moss, stand two massive stone doors. Each of them are adorned with intricate carvings of celestial beings and heroic scenes. The craftsmanship, though marred by time and the elements, is still impressive, showcasing a glory of the stronghold's past. The doors are locked. As you guys come to the doors, Linra kind of turns to you, says, "These doors haven't been open in over 100 years. I don't know what you hope to find here. I hope that you can find something about who gave you that armor and the stories behind it. I should probably get back to the church now. But I'd love for you to stop by and tell me what you learned and find." And she'll, around her neck, she'll pull off this brass key. And she'll go ahead and pull it out. Well, and she'll leave before you guys open it and just say, "Please, and thank you for giving me one last look at the armor." Good luck. It's 9:16. Do you guys want to go for a little bit longer? Or where are you guys at?
It's a good cliffhanger. That's so sad though.
I'm so done with you going on.
So you guys.
I don't know, so
Don't have anything, so
I'm good with
don't have work tomorrow.
We go to like 9:30, maybe 10. Brandon, where are you at?
That works for me.
Here we go. Wicked confused, so
Yeah.
Did you haven't come back?
you part of
No, I
organization
came
that's
with
been gone
them,
for
right?
100
Yeah,
years.
everyone, you guys would have met back up.
Sunflower is part of a weird cult, and you're some hero from 27 years ago, but you're only what? How old are you?
mean-
Age well.
I am half elf, so I could just, look young.
He's just
Because-
aged really well.
Yeah. It's skin moisturizer. It really does a number.
You should hook me up. So, yeah, I'm so confused, and you're some sort of killer machine. I don't get it. I'm the only person around with my accent, so where am I from?
Yeah, and I'm just like sunflowers.
What if I just killed an
keep my eye
innocent
on
hero? I was trying to kill a wicked lady. Is Sunflower, and I'm like, but
You're not really a killer. I'm just over
No, I know.
dramatizing the situation because I'm wicked confused.
yeah, no, but that's something I'm thinking about. Was like, well, I don't know what their motive was. Were they killing a good person or killing a bad person? All I know is Sunflower is halfsy.
That's right.
The thing is, what's done is done. We can't go back on it, and so
Oh, or rolling that or no?
I don't know. I'm just saying we can't go back either way.
All right, don't open.
Yeah, it is. He's already got it open. It's like
There's like a little thick layer of dust that comes out.
I gotta know. Is there dead bodies on the floor?
As you open it up,
Or did they take care of the dead before they close the doors?
the air is cooler here. Right, as you're
Oh
showing.
no.
There's, as you're kind of in this area, the forest that you had left behind kind of fades. and there's just kind of this eerie silence. There's a sense of history and solemnity that hangs in the air. And you open the doors to... It's fairly dark in here.
Is there anyone here that doesn't have dark vision?
Do tieflings have dark vision?
I think the only one is Sunflower. Right?
Dark vision, dark vision, dark vision.
Half orcs don't have.
Oh, half orcs don't?
No.
No. They don't?
Play that.
What?
Orcs.
I believe you have dark vision.
Wait, do they? I don't know if they.
I think orcs do.
I
Maybe
think
they,
orcs
maybe
do,
they
but I don't know if half orcs do.
Yeah.
Let
Well, I
me-
guess you-
I know Sunflower is a human, so she doesn't.
Sunflower doesn't. If half orcs do, then I will give it to Newman. If not, then I'll give it to Steve. The goggles of night vision.
As you step into this grand hall, the tall, cracked columns and the floor scattered with debris and rubble. You see tattered banners hang limply, some burnt and charred. Their
Oh, they
fallen
look-
statues of armored knights lie amidst the rubble, broken and defaced. The hall is eerily silent, save for the occasional drip of water. Overgrown vegetation and vines creep through collapsed sections of the walls and ceiling, revealing the skyline above. So you guys can see here from now. There's light coming through. There's a statue in the center of the room. From this distance, you can tell it probably depicts a paladin. They're kneeling on a knee and holding what looks to be a mace, presenting it to someone. His head is slightly bent down and his eyes are looking towards the center of the room. As you look around, you notice that there are, at this point, decomposed bodies scattered throughout. You guys walk in?
I think we definitely let Mage take the lead on this.
As I walk in, is it my memory jogged by anything, or am I still just open and curious to the experience?
I think you're open and curious to the experience. As you guys get in, you guys kind of get to come in and there's this kind of center chamber. From the center chamber, it looks like the stronghold divides into two sides, left and right. As you get to the center of the room, you notice an inscription on the statue. You notice the inscription with the name Zumlik. At the center, let's see. At the center, where the statue is looking, is a large symbol carved into the floor. So as you guys come into this area, you see that there's this large symbol on the floor. And you notice that there is a skeletal body lying on it.
Lion on it?
Lying
Lion.
on it.
Thanks.
Yes. Go ahead and give me an insight check. This can be a group insight.
Nice. He thinks like, oh, that's swung in my hand. Yeah, she's skeptical of everything. Insight.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 28.
I got 6.
I got a 26.
26, right?
Got a 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We're just like
25, Jacob.
Harry and I are just trying to step on like the crunchy bones.
Yeah.
We're
There's a
living
lot.
bodies.
There's a lot of
It's sorry, sure. We never not sure.
Those above 20. Not stupid.
Yeah.
Those above a 20, you guys notice that the skeleton on the floor, there was intent behind however he died. Whether he was crawling away from something or crawling towards something. As you are kind of studying this area, you notice that the symbol on the ground is the same as the symbol on her chest plate.
And then the body's in the middle of the. Is that what you said?
To the side, yeah, but like he's on this. He's
Okay.
on this.
Is it a lion skeleton?
Can't tell.
I mean, skulls.
Skulls.
So
Yeah, does it have lion skull?
Yeah.
There's probably some. There's all sorts of skulls here.
I mean, the body that's laying on the thing. Unable to tell.
Yeah.
so we saw that the skeleton's crawling away or towards something.
Mhm.
Okay.
As you guys keep looking around, you notice that the floor it reads. The floor is lava. The floor reads, with dawn comes honor, and growth we find strength. Our valor burns eternal, justice prevails through us. You assume it's some sort of motto or perhaps their code.
This is an order I would like to be a part of, if I was not.
Might be a little hard speaking that doesn't really seem like it's a thing anymore. But I guess the code still, it's up to you to follow.
Mage, try doing your flex thingy. See if it does anything.
Oh,
There's a little shield. You get your temporary hit points, I believe is how it works.
Oh, well, I didn't do anything.
Nothing happens. As you two were kind of looking around, looting, you notice that it seems like this place has probably been looted before.
Yeah.
Probably not through the open door, but through the open cracks. There's probably been thieves that have come in here, adventurers that have come through here and looted most, if not all, the things that are on these bodies.
So I would like to look specifically at where that particular body is and look what's in line directly behind it and directly in front of it. See what it could be crawling away or towards.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Let's house. I think it's my first character with really good investigation. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, it's my insight that's really good. But that's still a 19.
nice.
That's pretty dang good. You're looking at this and you're trying to imagine what this scene may have looked like, what would have taken place. And it looks like he was both crawling away from something and towards something. His hand is outstretched.
Okay.
Like he's
But
reaching
it's-
for something.
Yeah, like he was reaching for something. And as you with a 19, I'll give you this. As you kind of get down on his level, you see kind of where his hand is here. And you notice there is a small hole, I guess, nearby in this ground.
Yeah. Is it like a deep hole? Is it like a hand-sized hole?
You go ahead and look in, and there's something in it.
I am going to cast Mage Hand because you told me to scratch off that particular episode.
Oh, you do have that. Yes.
Yes.
That's one that you actually do know because of your tiefling.
Yeah. And I'm going to reach in there with the Mage Hand and try and pull.
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity sleight of hand. This is a very small, so the DC is pretty high on this one.
Well, I did not get it, but I'm gonna scratch off my dexterity. Where is it?
What did you get? Do you know?
I rolled a 2
Okay, yeah.
plus 2. That's 4.
There's something in there. Your mage hand can't quite get it. It's as if whatever was put in here, was meant to fit in here.
Right.
You might be able to get it out with more time, or perhaps if you point it out, maybe someone else can try. But it's pretty hard to get any sort of anything in there at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna say, "Who has the smallest hands?"
Me, maybe.
She's gonna look around. She's gonna decide that it's probably either me or Sunflower.
Or hair. Well, I guess dwarf hands are kind of large.
Yeah, they're small, but they're wide.
They're wide, yeah. It'd be hard to
Thick.
All right. If
Can I-
something bites my hand, please rescue me. She's gonna try.
Before
to
she
throw
does that, can I see if I have any intuition on what if there's any mechanisms or anything like that could be triggered? Do I notice any seemingly moving parts, like if I jiggle the floor?
investigation check, right?
You can do investigation.
Just start doing this.
No.
I'm going
Oh,
to
wow.
try praying. I think that the motto or the anthem was very powerful,
Yeah.
and Mage would like to be a part of something like this. And there's all these bodies, and they were just at a church, and
Yeah.
I think he'd like to try praying.
What is your prayer? Where you're just saying those words?
Yes, but is in a reaching out for
Something.
a higher power.
I'm gonna roll a history check for me.
History, religion.
Oh, religion. Sorry.
Well, I mean, either's good. I
Religion.
just think that I have a higher
Religion.
religion. Yeah. Okay, 18 plus 24.
24. You sit there, and while your companions are here, you take a moment to yourself. You begin saying those words. And you're hoping for something. And you get nothing.
Well, there is no God.
That's so
But you feel something. But not from another power. But from you.
Can I get a little bit more? Can I get a little bit more? Can I get more?
That's all you get for now.
Okay, what does that mean though? As in encouragement? Yeah! From himself? Or familiarity? Or I guess I'm just saying what do I get from my, what kind of feeling?
But not strength to rely on anything or anyone.
Just on you.
Just you. You could make things happen.
That's a dangerous thought process. That's awesome.
But the way you said I get nothing sounded a little bit bitter. Am I getting that too?
Sure.
I don't think so. Sure. No?
Well, you're reaching out to a deity, and a deity doesn't respond with anything. So you're disappointed, you're right, but then there's something in yourself. So now you've got, right, how does your character take this?
Oh, I see. Well, takes it well.
You're looking for a mechanism. What'd you get?
11. Jiggling the floor.
You get no sort of nothing. You get no sense, no nothing. You guys look around some more. But besides this main hall, left, right, behind the statue, there's a nice stained glass that looks partially cracked, but otherwise mostly intact. You said that you wanted to you're gonna try and reach your hand?
And to the Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Do I need to make a check or?
Yeah, go for a dexterity sleight of hand.
Newman will be prepared to yank her back and punch the next thing.
I'm gonna use those dice instead. Here we go. Oh, dang it. A dexterity sleight of hand?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's an 8.
8. So
Mage, try your claw.
you. This is pretty fun.
Ignore it.
We'll have a little fun here. Okay. You reach your hand. You reach your hand in, and you just can't quite get in. You're like, man, if only I had like longer arms or something sticky that could reach to it. You start thinking to yourself, and all of a sudden you feel it, and you pull it back up.
The force.
All of you know this as T. This tiefling is trying to get her, like, this is the hole, like,
Yeah.
tiny. She's trying to, like, get any, like, 2 fingers or something in, and all of a sudden there's, like, this, and she's gone. And you look down, and there is this tiny little frog that is there reaching through, but it's not a normal frog. It is made out of metal.
Oh.
Let's see here. You can unveil something for funsies.
You guys color.
Team.
Maybe you guys You have metal. She's a metal frog.
Oh.
You get number 1,
I get number 1.
which is a big chunk of yours.
Alright.
Paula, number 1. Give me a number
That's
1.
a lot of numbers.
That's a lot of
Number
number 1.
9.
And it's the shiny stuff too.
You could try doing what? Just peeling it.
Feel it? Yeah, it will not.
Yeah, it's not gonna scratch. I was able to peel mine.
If you want Joy to save, there's 2 number 1s. Do you see both of them?
Yes.
Do you want to save the second one for later?
Sure.
Okay.
See if I can peel this without camera.
As this little frog pulls up what looks to be
Is it made out of like wood and metal?
Or wild shaping?
Oh, smile! Smile! It's a Newman. But what kind?
made out of metal.
Straight metal.
Metal, wood, root tendons, but like it's not like your typical like animal.
I'm the dog. I'm literally your dog.
Does it really make sense?
No. I'm a dog. And then see.
I think that I wild shaped into whatever that beast he was, and so they immortalized me in this statue as that beast, and not as my tiefling self.
They never got they can never get the nose right.
Get the general form correct.
That's just a theory. I don't know for sure.
I guess I should tell you what she pulled up.
Yeah.
There is a. Hold on, I gotta go back to it for a second. There is a peg. Little peg. Not very big. About the size of a hand. Peg. About yay big.
Okay.
Like a cylinder.
Cylinder.
Nice.
This round kind of rod, almost you could say. I think a rod fits better than like a peg, but a rod. And there's not much. There's not really anything on it other than it's red, and it has a small symbol of this on the floor, like the thing on the floor.
Good job.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
That was a lot.
You may have. Did you unveil something else?
Nope, that's all number. Oh, I did unveil a little bit of number 2.
There's number 2 there.
Dang it!
You cheated. That's.
I'm sorry. I can't remember it.
It's not a bit. No, it's fine.
I haven't looked at it. I can put them
It's.
back.
You're fine. It's not a big deal.
Are you sure?
You're good.
I
You've
didn't
already
read-
cast the spell before. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Just my spellcasting ability.
It's
Oh, ritual casting.
nothing crazy.
Okay.
You can't really do ritual casting unless you know the spell.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ritual cast.
Ritual cast fireball.
It is 9:38. Should we just end it there, or should you guys want to keep going?
Wait.
There's things to do, things to explore.
I think I'm good to end there.
Okay. That's
Oh,
fine. There.
As this little rod, this frog pulls out this little rod.
Is there like a or any sounds or anything like
Nothing
that?
changes.
Next time.
That's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Do you think my character would make the connection that I might have been the? I don't think so.
Next time.
You don't realize you're eating a frog yet. You're like, oh, you guys got really tall.